And then, Knight and Jassie right at the door, suggesting there's a witch in this game yet again. I swear to God. You fuckers. I love y'all, but sometimes you know how to press my buttons. Anyways, hi Silvery as well. Sleepy? I'm also sleepy. I'm actually pretty... Guys, come on, there's no witch. CB, the first one to suggest there's a witch in this game. It's clearly a warlock. It's a cleric. It's a sorcerer, a wizard, get it right. Yeah, I'm a little groggy today. Stayed up way too late playing games with CB last night, and I'm currently on my period. So, having a hard time. But we're doing it. I'm so excited to play more of this game. That being said, I almost forgot. I went back and watched last week's VOD twice over and wrote down some things that stood out to me that I missed the first time around. So, in the very beginning, when we were exploring the town, the abandoned silkworm town, there was a sign outside of Fortuna Hall that advertised Waylon Wolf. Like, that was the performer. So I'm kind of suspicious that that might be Symmetry's real name. Waylon Wolf with an E at the end. And then later when Dirk was recounting the events of the murder, he mentioned that a person swam past the window of the murder scene, but Symmetry said she just saw a face. And I'm like, wondering if she saw the boy, the wooden boy, floating past the window, if that's even possible. It might be too floaty for that. Just a fleeting thought. And then when Cynthia was recalling her story, she said she casually mentioned that Symmetry seemed sad that her new magic act failed, and I'm like, oh, maybe that got involved. Maybe that was like the mechanisms of Symmetry's magic act with the Grim Reaper may have been involved with the murder, and it's like making people suspicious. So just a few thoughts I had, but I guess we can quickly recap. Magnus Mortuga was the captain of this submarine, but mysteriously killed in a locked theater where this huge cauldron was wide open. It's never been opened until now, but when he was discovered, it was totally unlocked, empty, but with scratch marks inside. And so today we gotta interrogate Moon Person about the perfume. Yes, I was gonna get to that. We gotta find Mariana, ask her about the eyeball first, because that's what Dirk mentioned. He suggested that, and then we'll touch on the perfume, or whatever it may be. Okay, Eggy. Eggy's so funny sometimes. So yeah. Other than that, yeah, CB and I were talking about these current characters we have, like, Symmetry's mom may have been friends with Cynthia's mom, as we talked, but also, like, I'm thinking Dirk may be a double agent of sorts. Like, he may have been commissioned to keep watch of Worman because he's in a rut, and he may act rashly to make something happen on the ship and inspire him for his sequel. So, yeah. But too early to make any kind of assumption, I guess. So, I think Mariana was down here. Yeah, cargo hold. Here we go.
Weary travelers. Take a seat by the fire, shake out your boots.
We're not weary travelers.
Then why do you both look so haggard and trail-worn?
Ouch. There goes my self-esteem for the rest of the day.
We're detectives. I'm Grimoire, and this is Sally. We're here investigating the murder of Magnus Mortuga, your previous captain.
Did you try to make a timeline or anything? No, nothing detailed like that. Like, I mean, we can't be for certain of anything since we haven't even met the whole cast yet. So I'm gonna wait for that.
My captain? Never. My captain is the moonlight as it shimmers across the lake. My captain is the wind as it whispers through the valley.
Okay.
Who's this woman?
No idea. Kind of like her though.
My name is Moon. Mariana Moon.
Uh-huh. And what do you do?
I do not
Okay,
do.
lady. That's what I'm
I
thinking.
simply am.
Oh my goodness. Isn't she a lovely poet?
So, what, you're just some random traveler?
A traveller, yes, but random, never. I'm here because I chose to be. I've been searching for the Mortuga submarine for some time, you know.
How come?
How come? This thing is the motherlode.
I love how she, the voice actor, maybe she had a pen in her hand or something to mimic the pipe in her mouth. That was good. That was cool.
The motherlode of what?
Of whispered half-truth, of murky rumour, of stories unspoken.
Oh, like urban myths and stuff.
Right. Urban myths and stuff.
So, you're a historian.
Historian, storyteller, rambler, ambler, fireside gambler.
How long have you been here?
Well, let's see.
This is not what I thought
arrived
she'd
a
be
few
like.
hours before the captain was murdered.
Oh, dang. Really?
Quite the story, isn't it?
But you're just on the submarine because you find it interesting.
Talking about which, damn, I could never. You mean like living on a submarine or talking all. Holding those things gotta be straining your wrist or something. Oh, the pipe? Those, I mean, it is a long pipe. I don't think it'd be that heavy though. So last night at game night, the hostess is currently fostering 6 kittens who always need socializing, so you got home later than usual. They were so cute. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. That's just a homemade cat cafe at that point. 6 is a lot though. I don't know how they can manage that many at once. Even 1 kitten is a lot with the zoomies. Good reason to be, yeah, for real. Totally worth it. I mean, it helps the kittens socialize, it helps your mental state. It's just win-win all around, right? I hope those kittens find a forever home soon.
Would that be such a crime?
No. Murder's a crime, though, pretty sure.
A merciless wind rattles the rotting wood of the old silkworm harbour, the shadow of a vessel lurking low in the night-black water. A mysterious stranger steps onto her foredeck. Cloaked in darkness, she slips inside the submarine. Who is she? What is her dark purpose?
It's you. We get it.
A mysterious stranger, I said. She descends into an ornate parlour, empty, save for a lone figure standing by the fire.
So Mortuga was in the parlor, like Jasui said before. Witch, no. I mean, she might be more witch-like than Symmetry was, but no. I was gonna say, what is with all these eloquent speakers? We got Symmetry speaking in Shakespearean cadence, and Werman being an author with all his big vocabulary, and then this woman. I don't know.
So, not empty.
He turns, his face still half hidden in flickering shadow. It is Captain Magnus Mortuga.
What was he like?
Nice guy. Stoic, but polite. Kind. He tells me to wait in the control room and then disappears off towards the back of the ship. After a little while, he comes back. But now, he's a slightly different man.
What do you mean?
The light is gone from his eyes. He seems sad, angry. He avoids my gaze as he crosses the room to take hold of the wheel. He tells me to head down the ladder towards the mess hall. Doing so, I encounter 2 gentlemen named Mr. Werman and Mr. Grip.
I love that this, we're getting a... Worm is just spinning in place! I love that we're getting a totally different angle of this incident now. Like, because the previous 4, I think, were pretty similar. Like, they were sleeping, sudden movement woke them up, and they gathered to fight the body. But this is totally different. Now we have when Mortuga was alive still.
Neither of them look like sailors, so I know they can't be crew. I assume they must be guests like me. And true enough, it transpires that Mr. Worman is a writer and Mr. Grip is, some kind of watch repairman. Captain Mortuga reappears, descending the ladder. He asks the 2 men to show me around the submarine and introduce me to the others. Then he disappears through the rear corridor. It's the last time I see him alive. Mr. Worman apologizes, explains he's too tired, and leaves through the opposite corridor. Mr. Grip, unable to come up with such an excuse, agrees to show me around. Now, I wrote this down in my diary, so I may as well let you read it.
Oh.
My excitement to finally get a good look around the Mortuga submarine. I was even given a tour by one of Mortuga's subordinates, a Mr. Godric Grip.
What is this? What is this layout? Is this the ship? This is not the kind of diary I was imagining.
We began by visiting a bizarre laboratory known as the Dream Chamber. It smelled of dried herbs and dusty glass, but was devoid of its dream custodian. An early disappointment. The captain's cabin was locked. Mr. Grip explained how Captain Mortuga mostly keeps this room locked when it's not in use. We climbed down into the living quarters, where a pair of bunk rooms sat at the end of a corridor. The first smelled of crane dust and unwatered flowers. A young woman was laying in her bed, poring over an old document. She hastily hid the document away and introduced herself as Miss Cynthia Seafoam, a name to remember, dear reader, as she will shortly become quite important.
There's so many pages to this. Can you see that up top?
The second bunk room smelled of aftershave and desperation. The 2 men within, Mr. James Worman and Mr. Dirk Dansom, both appeared to be asleep, so we decided not to intrude.
Do you wish to dare speak your mind on this matter? Sure. Appears to you this game is tickling your body in all the correct senses, bringing you much joy after you had already viewed the grandest of cinema with your dear friends. Watching these awesome characters with an awe-inspiring streamer is the greatest reward one can receive. Wow, that's very grand words from you, Knight. Thank you for sharing that. I'm wondering what grandest of cinema you saw with your dear friends, but yeah, this game is fantastic. You like licking butter? Oh yeah, butter's good. Salted butter, that's the best. Yeah, this game is just so polished, so stylish. I don't know how to explain it. It's just so full of personality and character. It's like immediately hooking and endearing. I don't know.
Next on the tour, a room inhabited, by the looks of things, by a young child who is also a stage magician. Sadly, this mythical child magician is nowhere to be seen. The room at the very end of the hallway was sealed with a heavy bulkhead door. Mr. Grip dismissed it as a storeroom that only Captain Mortuga makes use of. Perhaps you'll agree with me, dear reader, when I suggest the peculiarity of a simple storeroom being sealed off with such a significant door.
Storeroom? Past Symmetry's room? I don't think that was an option for us to look at. But the fact that they brought it up must be significant, right?
Mr. Grip took me down to the cargo hold. It smells of damp wood and tarred rope. Yes, I describe it in the present tense, for it is here I sit as I write this very diary.
It was where he died. But she said storeroom, it's not the theater.
Next door, the engine room, burnished bronze and tea-stained parchment. I learned that it's something of a nest for Mr. Grip himself, and thus was currently unoccupied. Outside, I encountered a Dr. Zacharias Zephyr, the aforementioned keeper of the
Zacharias,
dream
whoops.
chamber. Surprised to see us, he nearly dropped the empty glass bottle he was carrying.
Again with the glass bottle. I thought it was Zacharias, kind of like Zacharias from Hades, but
Clearly wishing to remove himself from the situation, the good doctor muttered something inaudible and disappeared up the ladder. We continued on into the next room, which I was amused to discover was some kind of shimmering mermaid grotto.
that's Miss Tadpole's room.
I smelled her before I saw her, the unmistakable mix of salt, seaweed, and sequined spandex. It can only be Madame Tadpole, a name which may be familiar to long-time readers of this diary.
Thanatos, my BF. I know! Oh, Thanatos, my love. I was so sad that he made no appearances in Hades 2. They kept teasing me. They kept name dropping. He even had like a little figurine show up here and there. No, he's not in the game. Screw me.
Tadpole and I caught up while Mr. Grip skulked in the doorway, clearly hoping this would mark the end of the tour, but it did not, dear reader. It did not.
Right, so, yes, I can see there's one more room to visit. Mr. Grip insists it's just the bilge, a dark, dank and smelly place, ill-frequented by humankind. I tell him he couldn't have sold it to me better if he'd tried. We enter the bilge, but it's too dark to see anything. Mr. Grip, who is clearly tiring of my company by this point, opens the vent in the ceiling to let in a little light. Moments later, a voice is heard, echoing down from above.
Whose voice?
A young woman, and then an older woman. I can't remember exactly what was said, but I remember thinking it sounded a little like poetry.
What happened next?
The sound of a scream, and then a dull thud.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds like a murder.
Oh. I like the sound effects too, like the boink. Ill-frequented by humankind versus people don't normally go there. It's such a great, amazing display of dialogue. Yeah, this game really has outstanding writing. I mean, just the word choice alone really demonstrates each character's personality, which was a big gripe I had with Zenless' localization, but that's a whole other rant.
But which murder?
Anyway, by this point, I've used up all my patience. So I decide to take my leave.
Which murder? Did Sally really just suggest that there was more than one murder? We only know of Mortuga. That was weird.
I thank Mr. Grip for the tour and return to my new lodgings in the cargo hold. I have to put up my tent twice, as on the first attempt, a sudden movement of the submarine undoes my progress. After some time, Mr. Grip and the young Miss Seafoam appear in my doorway. It seems they've come to fetch me for some kind of official submarine business. We head back towards the mess hall, Mr. Grip and Miss Seafoam heading up the ladder before me. I spot Dr. Zephyr emerging from the airlock. He has a glass bottle in one hand and what looks like an old leather bag in the other.
It's CB. He died after suggesting it wasn't a witch, but a warlock. I hope not. I don't want to find a dead body in this apartment.
I update him with what little information I have and attempt to catch up with the others. Laying on the floor is the body of Captain Magnus Mortuga. Amongst the living, mutterings are breaking out. Murder and mutiny, cauldrons and curses.
I dead. No. CB chats beyond the grave. That's my magic act. Woo!
But with Zephyr finally in attendance, Tadpole calls for order, demanding justice for her slain captain. But nobody really seems to know what to say. The next morning, it's announced that Miss Seafoam has taken over as captain. And, well, here we are.
Okay. Alright, time to ask about the eyeball.
It carries something of the cadaver about it. Might be the smell, rust and stagnant seawater. Perhaps it came from the ocean. Have you asked Madame Tadpole about it?
We were told to ask you about it.
Do you recognize this, Mariana?
Should I?
Well, we just figured since there's a moon drawn on the label.
So because my name is Moon, all moon-related things must belong to me?
Even if it's not yours, do you have any idea what it is?
It's a herbal compound of some kind. Valerian, skullcap, chamomile, and seawater.
Chamomile. Whoa, hello. Thank you for the follow. Divine Moons, how timely. Talking to Mariana Moon about the moon vial. Wow, welcome to the Degen Club. Why do people smell the freaking glass eye so much? I mean, it must be just that strong. It must be that potent. I figured it might be some kind of like preservatives. But yeah, I guess it's just really like musky salt water scent. Even gross when I think about it.
So, not poison.
Hoi hoi,
Maybe it's
welcome.
medicine. Would those herbs do anything in particular?
I suppose it could be a sleep aid, like a mild sedative.
Interesting.
Well, that kind of makes sense. We have sun pills, sun tablets for the daytime vitamins, and then the moon vial for sleepy times, like melatonin. Huh. Interesting. What else can we ask about? There's so much. The more we progress, the more I have to dig deep into. I guess this.
I see Cynthia's proudly wielding the Seafoam S in her signature there.
Why shouldn't she?
Of course, she's well within her rights to do so, but I do think perhaps it sends a certain message.
What message would that be?
I claim this submarine in the name of the Seafoam family. Something like that, don't you think?
Well, yeah. I mean,
I'd heard Mortuga wasn't one for writing things down, so I'd given up hope of finding a diary, but this might be the next best thing.
You made a record of every time a new person joined the submarine.
Except for when you joined, Mariana.
Well, I suppose he'd never had the chance.
oh, I didn't realize. I thought we read something about Mariana joining the ship. Suspicious. Oh, that was it.
There's only one thing more mysterious than a locked box, and that's an unlocked box that's been emptied of its contents.
Did you ever come across the cauldron in your research?
No, it really does seem to be something Mortuga's been keeping to himself.
What do you make of those scratch marks?
I'm not sure. They don't really look like anything made by an animal.
That's a relief. Wait, is it?
I would disagree. It looks like scratch marks of some kind of clawed animal to me. I don't know. Because, like, what human would have nails strong enough to scratch the inside of a metal cauldron like that, right?
You know, one of the reasons I found it hard to research Mortuga was that there really wasn't much of a paper trail.
Well, seems like he changed his ways.
Yes, it's rather odd, isn't it? I wonder what compelled him to draw up a contract like this. I can't help but feel like the idea must have come from someone else.
It had to have been Cynthia.
Ah, now we're getting to it. The reason all of us are here, really.
How so?
The Silver Snake, the Mortuga submarine. Did you ever stop and wonder, why here? Why this particular part of the coast?
Have I played the previous games also? No! I have not. I only just learned last week that this is a series. But yeah, I'm loving this one so far, and I'm kind of considering going back to Tangle Tower, the previous title, the third game. Went ahead and wishlisted it on Switch 2, which is my current console right here. Yeah. I was kind of surprised by how different the styles look, though, between like the original Flash game and then the first and second games. But I heard Tangle Tower is pretty similar to this style of game, so yeah, might have to actively do that. Are you a fan of this series, Moons? Ooh, exciting, right? Yeah, maybe I'll go on a little grimoire spree series for Saturdays. Who knows? Have you been a fan of this series, Moons? Have you played anything else in this game title? That makes me wonder, though, why across the 4 games under Grimoire don't have like a shared title per se, you know? Like it's kind of hard to tell that they're a series other than the alliteration. True, yeah. Like Ace Attorney or like Professor Layton. You don't really have like Detective Grimoire, Tangle Tower. It's just straight up Tangle Tower, and this one's just straight up the Mermaid Mask. So I wonder why that was. Wonder why they decided to go that route. Heck yeah, you are. You play the first 2 again to prepare for this one, and then played it release day on PC. Nice. We have a true fan on our hands. Then Platinum did on PS5. Dang! Alright. Good for you. I forgot PS5 has achievements. I almost bought it on PS5, but I didn't want to, encourage PlayStation's toxic business habits right now. So I'm gonna be a Nintendo girly for a good while. But yeah, we got a real fan on our hands. Okay, so if I do get genuinely stuck, maybe I'll ask for your help. But for now, I'm gonna see where this takes us, and then like maybe we can work together on the puzzles if it's trickier. You sure wonder what habits I'm referring to. Yeah, which one of the toxic business practices can it possibly be? There's way too many. I work for Sony too. I'm part of this conglomerate, and I'm so ashamed of PlayStation in particular. I don't know what they're thinking. This is not how you cater to your users, but anyways.
It all stems from a single truth.
Well, toxic? A game company? Never. No. Yeah, I don't know, man. It sucks to be a AAA game studio nowadays. Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down, right? Love that meme. Maybe you should don your eye patch and get your parrot to sail the 7 seas soon. I know! Feeling a little piratey, anybody? Missing the Caribbean, maybe? Craving some rum.
There's something hiding in the water. Something big.
The people we've talked to about this painting keep saying that same thing. That the ocean represents something bigger, that it hides something deeper and darker. What is it? What could it be?
Now, it wasn't my intent to cause you any lasting unease. Look, we 3, we're merely tourists here, passers-by. Take my advice. Keep your distance from all this, so you can still walk away at the end.
Well, that's ominous. But you can't call yourself a passersby when you sought out the submarine, right? She was looking for it. And Worman was told to get to the submarine, so like they're not passersby.
This marks a pivotal moment in Silkworm's history, the day the silver snake was discovered. It also shows the 2 women who found it, Felicia Stonetop, that's her on the left, and Sylvia Seafoam on the right.
Okay, so I guess I might have been wrong. Felicia Stonetop. She must have been running the Stonetop Inn.
Hang on. We saw a statue about this in the town square, but on the statue, the serpent was shown being wrestled by a male fisherman.
Yes, well, that's history for you.
Always the men stealing women's glory. Accurate. Sim is adopted, though. We don't have confirmation of that. Like, we don't know where she came from exactly. All we know is that she used to be taken care of at Fortuna Hall by Madame Fortuna, but they weren't really on good terms. And who knows, Fortuna may have been like a distant aunt or some godmother, you know? We don't have actual word that she is adopted. That was just my hypothesis.
Pause it here, I'll show you something amusing. See this photograph on the inside cover?
It's a picture of Worman, isn't it?
If it is, it's a very flattering one.
It's not Worman at all.
Oh.
It is rather more handsome father, Mayor Damien Dusk.
Oh.
Get out. Really?
No word of a lie.
Was that just a... Wait. So... Oh my gosh. CV suggested to me off camera that maybe Wormo has a ghostwriter for this novel. He might be right, because like Wormo wrote the newspaper article as JD, like James Dusk, but this is JD Worman, and Grimoire was like, why would you change your name like that? Was it actually his dad? Was it actually his father's glory? Oh man, that'd be some shit. CB might be onto something. What else can we ask about? Do the tablets smell of something?
Mariana, can you tell us what these tablets are?
It's rather more difficult when it's something synthetic like this.
William Worman is the real writer. Where'd you get William from? Oh, the dad's name. Yeah, could be,
Some kind of vitamin supplement, I believe.
vitamin.
All three of them?
Yes, the 3 tablets seem largely to be the same thing.
No, the dad was Damien Dusk. Okay. Alliteration. You're suggesting that Wormo's actual name may be William. Okay. I don't know. I guess so. Still weird to me that if that were the case, why would his son try to take all that glory?
I'd love to know where Cynthia got the diagram of the wooden ship.
I thought it was supposed to be a submarine.
No, the yellowish parts. They're from an old drawing of a sailing ship. Looks like it might be from the original, too. I just wonder where she got it.
Mariana, you visited Silkworm before, didn't you? Was Sim's magic show in the theater back then?
No, when I passed through, the theatre wasn't showing anything. This very poster was up on the walls, but they'd covered it with a banner that said cancelled.
You were just making up a name who could be the ghostwriter since Wormo's legal name is James Dusk. Okay. Oh, I see. So, like, you were suggesting the pen name for the ghostwriter. Okay.
So that must have been after Sim left, but before the theater had booked a new act.
I'm not sure there's much else to ask her about here.
Mr. Worman's typewriter. It's got a good example of the fellow emblem there on the back, see?
Yep, already inspected that. Anything else in cell phone? Really?
A ZX5. Nice piece of kit. Polycarbonate shell, tactile interface, unusually good battery life. I mean, it's a cell phone. Whose is it?
Dirk Dansom.
I suppose that makes the most sense. After all, Mortuga really didn't seem like the cell phone type.
I thought she didn't like synthetic stuff, but okay. Y'all ever try a typewriter? No, can't say I've had the chance to come across one. They seem fun though. Like the buttons just seem so satisfying to tap on. CB's used a typewriter? I can't tell if he's joking.
I believe Mortuga used its light to alert others to the location of the submarine. On the rare occasions when he wished to do such a thing, of course.
Oh, you're not joking. Oh, that's cool. Well, what did you type up? Where was this?
That's how it happened with us. Although I guess it was Cynthia, not Mortuga.
You know, for some time now, I've heard stories of sailors seeing a green light in the ocean at night.
Well, I guess you have your explanation.
The problem is, several of the stories predate the Mortuga submarine.
God, I love this music. Each character's theme is so on point. The vibes. Well,
Broad shoulders, long arms, good for reaching across a wheel. He had a hard face, but soft eyes. I'd wager he was once a very handsome man.
once a very handsome man, okay. Your mom had an old functional typewriter from her aunt and an old word processor she used herself in like the 80s. Gotcha. I was about to say I wouldn't be surprised if your mom had something like that lying around in her collection of junk. They're cool to use, but just so slow. Really? I feel like I'd be afraid of making mistakes too. Typos on a typewriter. It's not like you can backspace it. That'd be annoying.
Do you know anything about his life before the submarine? Like if he had a family?
I'd never heard mention of his parentage, no.
But he lived in Silkworm. Do you know where exactly?
The only record I found lists him as living at the Stonetop Inn and working on board the Stonetop family sailing ship.
As the captain?
As a deckhand, and eventually as the helmsman.
So how did he end up as the captain of a submarine?
All I could dig up was a rumour that he bought the submarine from the shipyard.
He bought it?
Or maybe he commissioned to have it built? Accounts vary on that.
Either way, how could Mortuga afford to buy a submarine?
My guess is that he didn't pay with money, but made some other kind of trade.
Adultery. Each key press on a typewriter takes like 50 times as much force as a keyboard key. That much? Really? Wow. Popular like movies and such make it look so much more effortless. That's funny. I guess typewriters may have strong fingers like pianists do, like actual real concert pianos. Those keys are heavy. You need some force under that. Knight got the chance to get a feather to use ink with. Oh, like a feather quill pen. That's fun. I don't think I've done actual feather and ink. However, I did buy a ballpoint pen that was shaped to look like a feather quill. It was like an actual feather, but hollowed out with a ballpoint center. So that was like my favorite pen to use for a while. Bought it at some kind of like historical village, like recreation, American village. Hella impressive that people used to use them to type as fast as we do today. You really have to press down hard and fast. I had no idea. Dang. I wonder why that is though. Like, surely they could have made it more lightweight for quicker taps. I don't know. Maybe that much power was needed to make sure the ink presses onto the paper. Wish you got the handwriting to actually make it look cool. Hey, it's never too late to learn how to calligraphy. I remember I had a friend in high school who bought a calligraphy set. Like, it was sort of a horizontally long book with like lines and instructions on how to practice writing with a fountain pen, and he used that and actually saw improvement in his handwriting. So yeah, maybe that would be nice to do. Fountain pens are so cool to me. I just don't have the need for it. I know Eggy has some fountain pens.
Cynthia Seafoam, the daughter of Harbour Master Sylvia Seafoam.
Oh, that's her
And
mom.
the stepdaughter of Donovan Drummond, the shipyard owner.
That sounds neat, right? I love neat stationery. I follow a TikTok account that showcases a lot of Japanese stationery and like the neat designs and stories behind them, the development and stuff. And I'm like, God, I wish I lived in a non-digital age again. Like, I don't even hold a pen anymore at work because everything is so digitalized. It is indeed faster to type out my thoughts on a document, but sometimes I just wish I could use like colorful pens, highlighters, cute pencil cases, you know? Have some whimsy, guys. So much stuff to improve handwriting assumes you have a printer. So much stuff to improve handwriting. Feels so nerdy because you remember terms like assonance from English and how to distinguish it from anaphora in alliteration. Wow, I'm not even sure what assonance means. Or anaphora for that matter. I do love me some alliteration. Does this mean that Sylvia might be Mortuga's daughter? Ugh. Ooh. Could it? Stepdaughter of Donovan Drummond, the shipyard owner. Ooh, man. That'd be wild. I don't think that's likely though. Like Sylvia. Oh man, I don't know anymore. Ugh. Like worksheets and stuff. Meant Cynthia. Yeah. I got confused for a minute. Sylvia is the mom. Sylvia was the harbor master. And also the stepdaughter of the shipyard owner. So Cynthia could be Sylvia and Mortuga's daughter, maybe. Oh, CB's guessing. That's a wild theory. Oh man. But then but if that were the case, I don't really see the point in the family feud of owning the ship, the submarine, you know? Like the contract of Mortuga and Seafoam.
That's a pretty solid nautical heritage.
By all accounts, Sylvia Seafoam was an ambitious and outgoing sailor.
She probably didn't know. Cynthia? Yeah. Could be. Maybe she dug up some kind of information.
But I believe they raised Cynthia to be a mechanic.
Still, sounds like Cynthia actually does have the expertise to be captain.
Who said she doesn't?
Okay.
Worman, I know he once worked as a newspaper journalist. Oh, that's before he changed his name, of course.
Have you read his book, Hex of the Helmsman?
I leafed through it. I must say he's got some good research skills. I'd love to know what his sources were.
What do you mean?
The book is very clearly a loose retelling of the real-life story of one Magnus Mortuga.
So I was right on that account. I mean, that's pretty obvious.
I saw Dirk wandering the halls this morning, like he was looking for something. I asked him what it was he'd lost, and he said he couldn't really describe it, but it looked a bit like a gun.
Whoa.
What?
So, something that looks like a gun, but isn't actually a gun.
I can't imagine what he was talking about.
Why would Dirk have a gun? Is he actually bad? Is he not the himbo that I was hoping for?
Symmetry was the only person I didn't see on my tour of the submarine. I realized later that she'd been with Mortuga at the time.
Secret Agent Dirk! Oh no! Am I right? Is he actually double agent? Oh no.
In the Illusion Theater?
You know what's funny? Nobody else calls it that. They all just call it the storeroom.
Oh, okay, so Jasu was right. The storeroom was in fact where Mortuga died. Then why would they call it the theater?
I'm led to believe Illusion Theatre is a name Miss Silkmoth came up with herself. Rather like how she came up with the name Symmetry Silkmoth.
That's not her real name?
It's not her birth name, no.
I thought that was clear to them, but... I thought the case file mentioned the Illusion Theater. I'm pretty sure it does. So, surely Cynthia calls it.
So, Mariana, where are you from?
No fixed address. That's the way it's been for some time.
Oh, I see.
But you came to Silkworm looking for the Mortuga submarine. How come?
I go wherever I please, which usually amounts to wherever has the most interesting rumors.
I don't want to be rude, but do you ever have to do work to get money?
From time to time. I've taken up work as a tour guide, a historian, a performing storyteller.
But how did you wind up getting onto the submarine? Isn't it a secret?
Well, if it's such a secret, how did you do it?
I got a phone call from Cynthia Seafoam, and she told us to come to Silkworm.
And then the submarine came up to the harbor so we could get on.
Well, there we are. Perhaps that's how I did it, too.
Why is she so evasive about that? Suspicious. Okay. Oh, was that the... No, that's not her diary board, is it?
It's a pin board.
It's a pin board. Oh, it is. Oh, it's a puzzle. Here we go. Drag the pieces of paper into the correct positions. How would we know it's... Ooh, I wonder who invited her then. Oh, that's a good point. If she was, in fact, called upon. Who could it have been? Mariana loves to be vague, hey. Too vague. So mysterious. It only makes her look suspicious, though. Gotta put them in their rooms. Okay. I think I remember... Cynthia was down here. Tadpole over here. Werman and Dirk over here. So Grip is down here. That's... I think that's it. Or up here, maybe. What is this music? But where does that leave Sally and Grimoire? And I forget if the captain's quarters was up here. That's Symmetry's room. Guess she could be here. Could they be in the parlor, maybe? I don't fully understand how the tape and pins work. Nice to see a general idea of what Tadpole looks like. Yeah, I mean, we've been looking at her little 3D representation, but soon we'll see the full image.
Nope.
So, there's a drawing of each of the suspects, one of Mortuga, and one of us too. Each one needs to be moved to the right place on the board.
But what constitutes as right? I'm telling you, half fish is always an option. I'm not denying that possibility. I mean, this game is called Mermaid Mask for some reason. Has to be some kind of reason. There's like no other clues to this. Have to revisit her diary entry. It's a political graph. Who's the most liberal? Stop. This is not that kind of game. Oh man, I don't remember exactly. But also, like, we don't know where the detectives would go, right? So, I'm also kind of confused. Like, is the intersection the room? Or is it like this the space that's in a box? Is that the room? Can you back out and view a map of the sub? I suppose I can.
We'll come back later.
I believe! Thanks. Thank you, Moons. We don't really have a diary. I guess we'd have to click on that dialogue option again. Not much of a full map. I think we'd have to talk to Mariana again for this. Okay.
Oh,
This.
a merciless wind. The shadow
Yep,
of
yep,
a mysterious
yep,
cloak.
yep,
It's
yep,
you.
yep,
How
yep,
mysterious
yep,
So,
yep,
not.
yep.
It is.
What was he like?
Nice guy. He tells me to wait. After a little while,
Wish we could skip
the
the
light
diary.
seems sad. He tells me to doing so. Neither of them look like sand.
What about when you
Captain
move
Morton.
between
He asks
rooms?
the two then he disappears the last time. Mr. Worman, Mr. Grip. Now,
There we go.
Imagine my excitement to finally get a good look around the Mortuga submarine. I was even given a tour by one of Mortuga's subordinates, a Mr. Godric Grip.
What about when you move between rooms? Oh, you mean like the navigation? Yeah. I was thinking it's based off of this story in the dialogue, or diary though. Well, Jasmine assumes that the person who swam behind the window was the doctor because he swam in through the airlock on the night of the murder. Where are you getting this information from? He swam in through the airlock on the night of the murder. Is that right? I'm gonna let you kind of stew on that. There's a lot of spitball happening. We haven't even met the doctor yet, so...
We began by visiting a bizarre laboratory known as the Dream Chamber. It smelled of dried herbs and dusty glass, but was devoid of its dream custodian.
So I think it is the space between tapes. This is a room.
An early disappointment. The captain's cabin was locked. Mr. Grip explained how Captain Mortuga mostly keeps this room locked when it's not in use.
Everybody write this down. This is the captain's cabin?
He climbed down into the living quarters, where a pair of bunk rooms sat at the end of a corridor. The first smelled of crane dust and unwatered flowers. A young woman was laying in her bed, poring over an old document. We climbed down into the living quarters, where a pair of bunk rooms sat at the end of a corridor.
Whoops, I didn't know you could go back by clicking this general area.
The first smelled of
So
crane
that's the
dust
Cynthia and
unwatered flowers.
Symmetry
A
bunk
young
room.
woman was laying in her bed, poring. She hastily hid the document away and introduced the second bunk room smelled of aftershave and desperation. The two men within, Mr. James Worman and Mr. Dirk Danson.
You got your notepad down,
appeared
great.
to be
Break out the
asleep,
fountain
so
pens,
we
everybody.
decided not to intrude.
So that makes sense. The girls' room, the men's room, the bros.
Next on the tour, a room inhabited by
Okay,
something
I had the
very
floors
child who is also
mixed up. This is the
Sadly,
child's
this
room.
mythical child magician is nowhere to be seen. The room at the very end
And
of
then
the
that's
room
the murder
was
scene.
filled with a heavy bulkhead door. Mr. Grip dismissed it as a storeroom that only Captain Mortuga makes use of. Perhaps you'll agree with me. Mr. Grip took me down to the cargo.
Okay,
hold.
then. Oh, this bottom row is also
Card room.
a floor. Okay.
Yes, I describe it in the present tense, for it is here I sit as I write this very diary.
How old is Symmetry? She said roughly 18 years old. And yes, she is called a child. So that means Minty, who is also 18 years old, is a child. We can officially call Minty a child together.
Next door, the engine room, burnished bronze and tea-stained parchment. I learned that it's something of a nest for Mr. Grip himself, and thus was currently unoccupied. Outside, I encountered encountered a Dr. Zacharias Zephyr, the aforementioned keeper of the dream chamber. Surprised to see us, he nearly dropped the empty glass bottle he was carrying. Clearly wishing to remove himself from the situation, the good doctor muttered something inaudible and disappeared up the ladder. We continued on into the next room, which I was amused to discover was some kind of shimmering mermaid grotto. I smelled her before I saw her.
Don't diss 18-year-olds. I'm not dissing on them. I'm just saying that 18 is still considered pretty young.
It can only be Madame Tadpole, a name which may be familiar to long-time readers of this diary. Tadpole and I caught up while Mr. Grip skulked in the doorway, clearly hoping this would mark the end of the tour, but it did not, dear reader. It did not.
Right, so, yes, I can see
Okay. Nice, I can X out of that.
It's a pinboard.
That still doesn't quite tell me where the detectives were, though. So that's the child's room right here. Cynthia. Tadpole. Grip. Moon and the bros. This music almost sounds like a didgeridoo. And Dream Chamber was like right here? So would the captain be in his quarters or the murder scene? And then where did the detectives go? Maybe the detectives go with Mariana because that's where they are currently. Doctor was on the bottom. Oh, here. Well, this was just him running into the two that were on a tour. This is his dream chamber, as they called it. That's his room where he works. I was gonna guess the detectives might be in the parlor, but they didn't really address where that is. I don't know. Give that a shot. It looks very crowded down there. I think.
Nope.
Okay.
So, there's a drawing. Each one needs to be moved to the right place.
We start to cook now. We starting to cook now. I don't even have a fire to cook with yet. I think she said the parlor was between the boys and Symmetry. Here. That's not what I meant to do. Here? I need Knight's notepad, but, was this the mess hall? Shit. Yeah, fire, but it's spread across the block. Oh, jeez. You think? I don't think that's right, though, because when we arrived in the parlor, we had to go down the ladder into the bunk rooms. God, I hate this diagram. It's so shoddy. Mess hall is where detectives are now. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I think that's the mess hall, and then they go up into the parlor. Oh boy. This shouldn't be as difficult.
That's not it.
Looks like the board's been divided into segments.
The shape looks familiar. Is it some kind of diagram?
Of course. Remember Mariana's diary?
Yeah, that's as much information as we got. Okay, the gas is off. We are back to not cooking. Oh boy, we're getting colder, everybody! Yeah. I'm not sure anymore. Because this is like the control room. And then this is the upper deck? Man, this is one huge submarine though, for real. I'm having trouble remembering where the dream chamber was and where to place the detectives. Everything else kind of makes sense. Make sure she's in the room. But also, like, does the captain belong in his storeroom or his own quarters? Or the control room, for that matter. I'm pretty sure that was where the dream chamber was. Am I about to really take notes on the diary entry? I think CB had a good idea a few comments ago. Not the parlor one, but the detectives in the room. Thought I already tried this though. Would it be here? It's the doctor bottom right. That's the dirge, not the dirge. Dirge is something else. The bilge. Would he go there? Doctor was on the bottom. The dirge? No. Like D-I-R-G-E, you know? Like the scary songs.
Nothing.
I'd say me, you, and Mariana all need to be in the same segment. Oh, and Mortuga probably shouldn't be in any of the segments.
Oh. Okay. Well, we got the answer for that. It's nice to know that the hints change. We're in Baldur's Gate, everyone. Watch out for squids. Oh, I forgot about that, Dirge. Remember, everyone has to be correct in their positions, and Mortuga has been killed. We have seen the crime scene, but not his body. Yeah, that was my other question. Like, where did they place the body? Like, because it almost looked like the police already got to them. He did. Okay, now I'm really not sure where the doctor belongs. I feel like he has to be in the dream chamber. The Mortuga was a trick question. The body was eaten by a kraken. You're mistaking this for the return of Obra Dinn. CB's been traumatized by a giant kraken tearing people apart, quite literally, in a different game called Return of the Obra Dinn. Oh no. The elusive doctor. It was scary, yes. The witch used the body up in a trial, okay.
Nothing.
I'd say me. Oh, and
Yeah.
Mortuga.
Okay, so I think we're getting somewhere.
Nothing.
I'd
Oh.
say. And Mortuga probably.
Okay, maybe he is down here. Does it have to, like, totally fit in this square? Close, okay.
Nothing.
I'd say me. Oh, and Mortuga probably.
Yeah. Can I just, like, toss this off the screen? No. Okay.
Nothing.
I'd say me. And Mortuga.
That's not the problem. I just don't know where the doctor went. Doctor bottom middle. Well, apparently that wasn't right.
Nothing.
I'd say. Oh, and Mortuga
Okay.
probably.
Doctor in bottom center. Not quite. Oh no.
Nothing.
I'd
Oh,
say
and Mortuga
I
probably.
feel like I already tried.
Nothing.
I'd
Oh,
say
and Mortuga.
Am I really gonna brute force where the doctor was? Oh boy. Oh man, was it up here?
Nothing.
I'd say
Oh,
me.
and Mortuga
Okay.
probably.
Oh no. Oh, this is embarrassing. Where would the doctor be? Well, he wouldn't be in the control room. This is like the mess hall area. Do you put him on the tape since Mariana ran into him in the hallway? Like this? Like right here? Smarter than me, probably. Nah.
Nothing.
I'd say
Oh,
me.
and Mortuga probably.
Hmm. Unless, like, I have to pin them to the... Am I spacing this wrong? I don't know. CB's just guessing. Yeah, that's fair. Am I positioning them incorrectly? Like, do they have to be pinned to the tape? Maybe Sim with Cynthia, because that's where she was when the ship rocked. That was my initial thought. Maybe I've had the doctor in the correct position at one point, but maybe a certain girly is wrong. Okay. Oh man. Game guides can go, screw it. We brute forcing it. Also, does Sally know the answer and is hating on us? Could be. I mean, Sally knows all, as we mentioned before. But Sally was in her room. It's just that Mariana didn't notice it. She thought it was just a portrait. Like us.
Nothing.
I'd say me, you,
Oh,
and
and Mortuga probably.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I'd
Oh,
say
and Mortuga probably.
Hmm.
Nothing.
I'd
Oh,
say
and Mortuga probably.
Wow. A symmetry in the storeroom? I'm confused. What is wrong? What am I missing?
Nothing.
I'd say me.
Oh, and Mortuga probably.
I don't want to go back to the diary entry.
Nothing.
I'd say me.
Oh, and Mortuga probably should.
Oh man. I feel like this shouldn't be this complicated. Why do I feel so dumb? Okay. I'm fairly certain about the visitors. It's just the doctors and Enigma. So Cynthia and Symmetry aren't currently together. Currently, Cynthia's in the control room. She's just kicking her feet on her captain's chair. And Symmetry is in her room. Is that really the problem? Is this like actually currently where they are?
I did it.
Oh my god. Wow. It was Cynthia. Cynthia all along. Oh my god. Whoops. Here goes my notepad. I was thinking we were... I was thinking we were following the diary entry, not the current layout of the submarine. My bad. Thanks, Moons. Thanks for the little hints.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
What were you expecting?
Normally, when we complete a puzzle, something unlocks and we get a new clue.
Yeah, we've been conditioned to expect it.
If it's a clue you want, take a look on the back of the pinboard.
What's this?
I guess the clue that it was current placement is because the detectives were present. Yeah, that's a good point. You initially thought that was that as well, but then when you got the Mariana hit, it was like, okay, you sneaky devils. So yeah, you both are right. The detectives indicate that we're in present time. I mean, that makes sense, especially with the Mortuga picture out of the diagram. What am I looking at here? Night of a full moon. Oh, it's a mermaid! Guys! Moon photo. An instant photo depicting a muscular man. It was found in the cargo hold. Oh! Waylon Wolf! With a ticket. It's on the ticket. On the back. I mentioned that at the top of the stream, that Waylon Wolf was on the sign outside of Fortuna Hall. Oh, that does suspiciously look like Madame Tadpole's hair and eyelashes. Okay. Interesting. Waylon Wolf is Mortuga's real name? I don't know. Maybe it's the guy's name? Upside down M's. Oh, that's true. It does look like M's on this side. Interesting.
It's a big traveler's backpack. It smells like soil and grass.
When you're done smelling it, there's something in the pouch I think we should take a look at.
Oh, so many clues. It's like a package? Silkworm map. It's a map? A square of parchment found in the cargo hold. It's been folded up and tied with string. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Everyone has a fake name! No. Is Grimoire a fake name? No! That's the map, and then this is like... Oh, is this like a family tree? Yeah, so we got Governor's Manor, Fortuna Hall, the Stone Top Inn, and Seafoam Harbor, South Sea, Town Hall, Silkworm Spectator, Spectator, Mr. Grips Emporium, Drummond Shipyard, and Lighthouse. Okay. Alright. That's a lot of words. Solomon Stonetop, innkeeper, is related to Selena Stonetop. And that is Felicia Stonetop's mom? No. There's the Governor Faustus Fellow, related to Fortuna Fellow. They adopted a daughter, question mark? Flint, unknown. Felix, unknown. I'm not sure who those are. Magnus is way off the side here. Damien Dusk, the mayor. And then that's James Dusk. Journalist. That has to be... That's Werman. That's his dad. Who's... related to Felicia Stonetop? Whoa, what is happening? Mortuga was an innkeeper? Yeah, Mariana just explained something like that. Mortuga was a ship hand, like he was working at the shipyard. And he lived in the Stonetop Inn. That's a cheeky throwback to Tangle Tower. Oh. Where, the Felix and Flint part? Not sure. Suspicious.
It's a pizza oven.
No, it's a furnace for heating the submarine.
Right. but you could put a pizza in there.
Pizza sounds good.
It's a tent.
It's a piece of fabric draped over a rope.
Yeah, okay, cool. All I remember is that Cynthia mentioned Tangle Tower and asked about Fiona? Felicia, maybe? Felix? And Sally was like, Fifi? Yeah, they moved out.
Yeah, a tent.
Oh, I didn't think we could look at this tent.
Hold on there, bucko. That's private, all right?
I enjoyed that she called you Bucko.
Maybe we have to come back to the tent when she's not around. That's how Ace Attorney handles it.
What's in these old wooden crates?
I don't know. I can't get them open.
What did I tell you? Always bring the crowbar.
Oh my god, Sally. There's a dead body in the tent. Oh, that's where it is. I don't think there's much else to see here. Okay, shall we go meet the Madam Tadpole? Airlock Grotto. Well, isn't she a babe? She looks like she works out.
Hey, it's me, Madam Tadpole. Yep, that's my name. First question. Go.
Are you a mermaid or what's the deal?
Great question. Half mermaid. The top half, obviously. From the waist up, all mermaid.
Are you kidding me? That's not a mermaid. Well, apparently she's half mermaid.
And as you can see, I have the legs of an ordinary human woman.
An ordinary human woman?
Who happens to be an Olympic-level swimmer. Second question. Go.
Oh, thank God I'm in time after dinner. Okay. We're just rolling, okay? Called it, look at the gills. I know, but like, is she serious? Is this an actual thing? I'm the go. Okay, congrats, Knight.
So, Madam Tadpole, you're a professional swimmer? Or a professional mermaid?
I'm not a professional anything, not anymore. I'm done with all that.
Do you have gills?
Nope, it's a tattoo. Sorry to disappoint.
Oh, there you go, Knight. It's not actual gills.
It's cool. Why'd you get it?
I've always been real good at holding my breath underwater, like scary good. The other kids used to call me Fish Girl.
Ah, kids can be mean.
I'd say they had it right.
How come you're here on the submarine?
Okay, so I like to go diving. In the sea, deep.
Oh, like with an oxygen tank and a mask?
No. I don't use any of that stuff. Anyway, so one time I went too deep. I wasn't going to come back up. I was pretty much done for. Somehow Magnus found me, pulled me into his submarine, and brought me back. I owe him my life.
Wait, so are you from Silkworm? Were you living in the town?
Nope, I'm from far away.
Then how come you were diving into this bit of ocean?
Oh, well, yeah, I was visiting the town. For work.
What kind of work?
Performance art. Kinda. Like I said, I'm done with all that.
So, Mortuga saved you from drowning, and you just decided to stay?
It's where I belong. The ocean. I had my fill of living on land. I've got no interest in going back.
I was gonna say that side profile with her eyes closed, that was definitely reminiscent of the little Polaroid. Your personal favorite now? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, Knight.
Looks like you've made yourself pretty comfortable down here.
Magnus offered me one of the bunk rooms, but I turned him down. And yeah, over time I turned the airlock into a nice little home for myself.
Where did you get all this stuff? The mirrors, the bottles.
Shipwrecks, shipping containers, you name it. If it falls into the ocean, I consider it fair game.
You go swimming out in the actual ocean.
Of course.
Isn't it cold? And what about the water pressure?
What about him? That's for other people to worry about.
So, how do you get out into the sea? Or do you just go from up on deck?
See that hole in the middle of the room? Leads down into a big old water tank with a door that leads outside. I go out into the ocean every single day.
Jeez, I'm impressed.
Like I said, this is where I belong.
How long have you been living here?
I stopped worrying about times and dates. It doesn't mean much down here. but I know I arrived after Sim and before Dirk.
Do you get on with the other suspects?
Oh, sure, it's a nice group. I was closest with Magnus, though. He was one of a kind.
That laugh. I know, I was about to say that animation on her mouth with the gummy cackle. Oh, it's so good. This game is incredible. Her laugh looks so evil, right? Yeah, it's menacing, but I love it. It's so cool.
I remember the sub did a weird kind of tilt. Don't know what it was, but anyway, it woke me up. So yeah, I'm trying to go back to sleep, but I can't because now there's all these footsteps outside my room. I get up and check outside. Nothing. So I check the bilge.
Was anyone in there?
No, but something's dripping into the water. I get a closer look, and it's blood coming through the drain that connects to the room above. So I head up there to check. The door's locked. I open it up.
You unlocked it? How?
By turning the wheel. So, okay, I guess it's not really locked. More like shut.
Could anyone turn that wheel?
Probably not. It takes some upper body strength. I go inside, and that's when I find him. Dead. Killed, looks like. I get angry. I'm out for revenge. I gotta find the guy who did it. So I run to the mess hall. Nobody. Climb up to the parlor. Nobody. Then I notice the hatch up to the foredeck was left open. Someone's making an escape, I think. Cowardly. I go up on deck. Nobody. I look across to the aft deck.
Did she dive? Dirk? Oh, because of the upper body strength. Oh no, please. Don't let it be. Say it ain't so. I'm gonna be so heartbroken if Dirk is the guilty one. He's my favorite. But yeah, maybe Madame Tadpole was the one who dove past the window. We might find out here. Dude, if she is saying you need upper body strength to open it with her build, some tank needs to open it. True enough. Yeah, I didn't think this Madame Tadpole would be so beefy.
Let me guess. Nobody.
Nah, there was a demon. Yep. Glowing eyes, coming out of the head, like an antler, kind of.
Was it a person?
I don't know, maybe. It was dark. I could only really make out the eyes.
She's
And it
so
wasn't
chill
looking
about
at
it.
me, It was looking out to the side, at the ocean, I guess. Then it starts talking.
What did it
Okay.
say?
One of your types. That's good for you. Glad you like your women tough. We're just gonna keep going with this demon talk? Okay.
No idea. Alien language.
What?
Okay, even I'm making notes now. This is the best statement we ever got.
Oh yeah, there was this big green light. Not sure where it was coming from, though. It can't be anything good, I figure. Better put a stop to it. So I took one of the oars off the old rowing boat and threw it. Hard.
Wait, she had... Oh, so that's where the other oar went. So there was another green light that wasn't the wooden boy?
Direct hit. Its
Oh.
head came off pretty sure.
Oh, that's
I saw
what
it fall
fell.
into the ocean.
Yep.
Suspect vanquishes demon with improvised javelin.
After that, the green glow went away, so now it's too dark to see anything.
People forget alien can be foreign. Yes, true enough. I was thinking the same thing. Alien doesn't mean extraterrestrial. Okay, so that's the head that fell into the water and past the window. Got it.
I want to be sure, so I jump off the side and swim over to the aft deck. But nope, nothing. Then I dive down past the back of the sub to take a look around.
Oh, okay. So she also dove in. So both people were correct? Dirk and Symmetry saw different things? What the heck is going on here? I don't know. Now we have a demon in play and this woman is half mermaid, she claims. What is happening? Unless alien witch mermaid tale. Alright. This witch bit is getting a little tiresome, guys.
Did you see anyone?
No. Not... no. How should I put this? I'm pretty sure I was being watched. Like I could feel something was out there with me. I don't know. Sorry.
Did you ever find the head of the demon or whatever it was? You said it fell into the ocean.
Told you it was a demon mermaid witch. Stop it. You were right about the demon and the mermaid, so, well, I mean, yeah, doesn't mean there is a witch just yet. I'm not sure whether this game is more fantastical than realistic, as I gave it credit.
Oh, yeah, I did actually. It was right there, floating in the water. Turns out it was this leather mask kind of thing.
Oh, Mermaid Mask! There it is! Title drop! Alright, roll the credits. That looks suspiciously like the leather pouch that Mariana saw Dr. Zephyr holding.
A mask?
Like a full head mask, you know, kind of like a balaclava.
Do you still have it?
Nope. I took it back inside the submarine, left it right here in the airlock, and, it's gone. I think it got stolen.
That's, disappointing.
But Tadpole, you didn't finish your statement.
Right. I left the airlock, told Cynthia to gather up the others and come up to the storeroom. Zephyr was in the mess hall. I told him to come too. So I go to the storeroom. Dirk's there with Werman and Sim. Everyone else shows up shortly after.
So, you all gathered at the crime scene. What happened?
Nobody wanted to admit to murder, so it was a bit of a stalemate.
My Tangled Tower, my Mermaid Mask, my dearly departed. Wait, that should be my title. Yeah, sure. That would be a pretty good title.
Most of the others made excuses and scurried off. Zephyr, Grip, and I stayed behind. I guess we were the ones who knew Magnus best. That's it. Story's over. Get out of here.
Alright. She's subtly,
I really liked him. He wasn't like anyone else I've met.
What did you like about him?
He was this great combination of super introverted and super proactive. Like you'd be complaining that you had a headache or whatever, and he wouldn't say a word. But then the next morning, you'd wake up and find painkillers beside your bed.
Wow.
Kinda creepy, sneaking into your room at night.
And where would he get painkillers on a submarine?
The point is, he actually cared about other people. Really, the only person he was hard on was himself.
Go on.
Well, for one, he never let himself leave the submarine, even if he wanted to.
Did he want to?
I think so.
Then what was stopping him?
I wish I could say.
It's the contract. The contract bound him physically to the submarine.
Little Cynthia. She's cute, huh?
I don't know if that's an appropriate way to talk about your captain.
You're so right.
You think her being captain is kind of a joke?
He's cursed. Oh, yeah, I guess that could be the rumored curse, huh?
It's not a joke to her. She cares a lot about the submarine. I just don't think it's doing her any good to care that much. It's just a hunk of metal after all.
And wood. Some of it is made out of wood, I noticed.
Did Mortuga want Cynthia to succeed him as captain? Did he ever mention it?
No, I'd say he probably felt the same way I do about it.
Which is...
That she's too young and too bright to be living down here in the dark. I couldn't believe it when she showed up. I swear this submarine is like some kind of giant sink strainer.
You know Mariana Moon from before?
Yeah, we've crossed paths. We very briefly both worked for the same guy.
What guy? Doing what?
I'm a curse, my ex said so. Oh, stop, Knight. You're far from a curse. You're a blessing.
Performance art. Mariana's act was storytelling.
What about?
The show I saw was about the history of silkworm on sea, with a focus on all the rumors and urban myths. This was before I'd even been there myself. She even mentioned the rumor of the Mortuga submarine, how she'd been in Silkworm looking for it.
What was the rumor?
Just that there was supposed to be this haunted submarine with a captain who got cursed to live underwater forever.
Sounds made up.
I know, right? Sim's quite delicate. She's got some real self-worth issues.
She's kinda eerie.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got this 1,000-yard stare, like a rabbit in the headlights.
She's got a unique way of speaking, too.
Yeah, I'm still not sure how much of it is sincere and how much is residual from her time performing on stage. I have heard her talking more normally, though, when she's with Cynthia.
Ooh, interesting. Dude. Yes? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm noticing that the chat is popping up on my Twitch and sooner than my Streamlabs for some reason, so there's like a slight delay. No way they said that unironically. Oh, but they did.
What about Sim's parents?
Orphan. As far as I know, she was homeless for a while, until the system picked her up and she got moved into the theater.
So, she's never had any kind of normal life.
Nope. That 1,000-yard stare's starting to make a little more sense now, huh?
Traumatized. Always.
Now, when Werman got here, that's when things got interesting.
Why? Because he's a famous author?
Oh no, I don't care about that. I don't read pulp literature.
Oh, right.
Then what's so interesting?
Okay, so, Werman's from Silkworm, just like Mortuga. And after he arrived on the submarine, Mortuga spent a lot of time talking with him.
It's far. Thank you, game. Just thank you. Yeah, it's like, did they write the script and have them read it and then like typed it up into the game based on the audio instead of the script? It's so natural. Like, it just flows. They're just having a conversation and we're listening into it. I'm sure that's partly like the voice actor is doing a fantastic job, but yeah. The egg or the chicken?
Wait, you think they knew each other from before? From when they both lived in the town?
No, but I do think they share a connection.
Like, maybe they have a mutual friend or something?
Something like that.
Then it seems like Mortuga would have wanted Werman on the submarine if he had something to gain from it, even if it was just information.
What information, though? What was Mortuga trying to find out?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said last week. I was like, Mortuga left that one bunk room open on purpose because he was expecting Werman, it seemed like.
Dirk's got a little crush on me, pretty sure.
Cute.
He's a good egg, but he's not my type. I don't go in for the Boy Scout look. Now, if he grew a beard, then I'd be open for negotiation.
Agreed.
Sure, I could see that.
Sorry, could we maybe talk about something more relevant?
Oh, that was it.
Miss Tadpole, you said you were an Olympic-level swimmer.
Oh, sure. They never let me compete, though. I got banned way back when I used to swim in regionals.
Why? What did you do?
Nothing. They just decided I had certain physical abnormalities that made it unfair to the other swimmers.
That kind of sucks.
It's whatever. I never really cared about competing anyway.
So what did you do after you got banned?
Oh, you know, left home, traveled, got a job, quit that job, traveled some more.
And, have you always been green?
Oh, you finally built up the courage to ask, huh? No, it was a reaction to some chemicals we used in a little water tank I used to swim in. The doctor said it's reversible, but I couldn't afford the treatment, so yeah, I'm green.
Fudge, I can't grow on him, dude. Night is down bad for Tadpole, damn. She-Hulk. Oh, true. She-Hulk. Okay.
Magnus wouldn't bring this inside the submarine, but he didn't seem to want to get rid of it either.
So it must have some kind of purpose.
We already know what it does. We saw it on the way in. It shines a big green light so you know where to go to find the submarine.
Okay. More entertaining than She-Hulk, that's for sure. Yeah. I kind of have to agree. That show was a bit underwhelming. I had higher hopes for it.
All I can say for sure is that at one time, this cauldron spent several years underwater. Not just underwater, but in the ocean. I can tell by the growth of the barnacles and algae.
There's no growth on the inside, though. Or on the lid.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
What?
Oh,
I feel like I know what this is.
The thing in the painting. You've seen it?
Not seen it, more like felt it. I'm pretty sure it's out there. Maybe even right now.
Should we be worried about this?
That's up to you.
why are people so enigmatic about this one painting?
Cynthia had to ask my help when writing this up. She wanted to put Magnus's age, but she didn't know it.
How come you did?
He and I were friends. I was really trying to get to know him.
Sounds like that might have been kind of an uphill struggle.
Yeah, He didn't really like to talk about himself.
Being proven wrong by ass pull viewers compilation now. Oh, you mean like the She-Hulk thing? Sure. To each their own. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Is the mermaid actually a sea monster and the one they caught was like a baby version? Ooh, this thing?
Is that you in the photo, Miss Tadpole?
Well, that's a pretty direct question, isn't it, Sally?
No, I'm not that buff, and my beard isn't that thick.
The woman in the glass ball.
Okay.
She looks just like you. Except she has long hair. And a mermaid tail.
It's a fake tail. I don't wear it anymore. It actually slowed me down. Not that I could really swim in that little ball anyway.
So who's the guy?
But just some guy. Not important.
Okay, so... LMAO. So I guess it is Tadpole. She was a performative mermaid. So then Waylon Wolf was the big dude? No, not the She-Hulk. You're talking about the presence of a demon. Okay. I don't know. I wasn't sure how fantastical this game would be or realistic, so I wanted to believe that there's some more logic than demons and witches and stuff. There's so much to ask. I don't know where to start from.
So the main character is inspired by Magnus Mortuga?
I think so. But Worman changed his name to Marcus Mordu.
Nice. Real subtle.
That was it. The guy in the pic looks like he would be Tadpole's type. We don't really know. I mean, she said Dirk isn't her type.
Magnus really wasn't one for record keeping.
Well, he did make a few entries, though.
Maybe the captain jacket? Yeah. Good point.
Looks like it's just each time someone new arrives on the submarine.
That makes sense. He was always people-focused. Human interactions, relationships. It's what he considered most important.
Okay.
It's custom-made. See the S emblem on the epaulets? And on the back?
S for what?
Seafoam, obviously.
So why isn't Cynthia wearing it?
I guess she'd rather keep it preserved.
Like, is his strange daughter? Stop. Knight would wear that? It is a very pretty jacket.
Turk tried to get me to take these. He's convinced we've all got a vitamin D deficiency. He said that's why everyone on the submarine is, in his words, moody and weird.
Oh, Dirk.
This was on the floor of the crime scene. Do you know what it is?
Poison, maybe?
We don't know that. We don't know what it is.
Doesn't make any sense for it to be poison. Magnus was killed with a blade, something sharp.
Right. But there wasn't anything like that at the crime scene.
Well, then it must be somewhere else. Where did you find this?
Symmetry had it. Does it not belong to her?
Some days a pretty mood, some days a handsome mood. Depends on whether I wake up left or right. Fair enough.
No, it belongs to Magnus.
Just the front page? Or did he have the whole newspaper?
Just this one page.
Oh,
Why is he
thank
so
you, Eggy. I
into
forgot about that
this
sticker.
magic act?
He's not.
Not gonna lie, it's been a while. You got me scared for a minute. You really want to see Mortuga's body. Why are they so chill that the body is MIA? Yeah. I thought I was kind of being stuck up on that detail. Like, if the police haven't been here, like, they haven't had authorities come check it, where did they store the body? And who did the autopsy? Is Dr. Zephyr qualified to do that? Does he have training in that?
I saw posters just like this up on the walls in Fortuna Hall.
You went to see Symmetry's show?
No, by the time I came through the town, she'd already left.
But her posters were still up.
Yeah, the owner was scrambling to find something new. I don't think she wanted to admit she'd lost her star act.
The theater owner, that's Baroness Fortuna?
That's her.
And did she ever find a new show?
No. It didn't work out.
Hmm. A little DIY never hurt anyone. DIY murder inspection? God, that one is long. Yeah, it is one of the longer ones. CB has a custom sticker that's far longer, though.
Where did you find that?
Yeah, it was in Sims.
Oh, we just found it lying around in a corridor. What is it?
It's Magnus's key. It unlocks his cabin.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, you just gotta push the iris, and the key pops
Oh,
up.
God.
See?
That feels kind of violent.
So, you need this to lock or unlock the captain's cabin.
Uh-huh. Magnus only locked that door on rare occasions, but whenever he did, he used this key.
And, the cabin is?
Down the hall from the parlor, at the very back of the submarine.
That's not what I expected. Okay. It's not a piggy bank, everybody. Knight likes violence. I hope not. I hope that was only your dark twin.
I guess now that Cynthia's captain, she wants an up-to-date blueprint of the submarine.
Why was there an out-of-date blueprint?
The ship has kind of a complex history.
He was my first guest, obviously. Okay, CB. Speaking of which, you gotta check in on her. Please don't bring her in. I seriously ask, please don't bring her in. I don't have the patience for it right now.
She's been through a few different phases, lived through a few rough patches.
I seriously didn't expect that eyeball mechanism, because, like, it looked like a fully glass eyeball. It didn't look like it had any indentations.
Magnus used to let me steer. He even taught me how to do it.
Sounds like he was setting you up to be the next captain.
I don't know about that.
Playing favorites?
Looks like Mortuga chose to use a typewriter for this.
To make it more official, maybe?
It's more that he didn't like writing by hand. He'd even sometimes ask me to write things for him.
Like what?
Oh, just little notes, you know. I really don't know why Werman brought that bulky old thing with him.
That's no way to talk about Dark.
Maybe the typewriter's got some kind of sentimental value.
It must do. Otherwise, he'd upgrade to something more modern. I don't doubt he could afford it.
Oh my goodness. Or his signature? Oh. The writing thing? Maybe? That could explain why it looks different every time he had a different person sign off as Mortuga.
Silkworm on sea. Let's see. Magnus, Grip, Werman, Cynthia. Oh, and Sim. Those 5 are from the town. Or they lived there for a while at least.
You think they all knew each other from before the submarine?
Magnus and Grip knew each other, I think. They lived opposite, see?
Oh yeah.
Number
I'm pretty sure Magnus kept this in the storeroom.
He added covering the cauldron, I guess?
It seems likely.
Just to protect it from dust?
Or maybe he was specifically keeping it hidden.
It was on the wall, though. Gave her some GL manga, she chill for now. Okay, great.
I kinda wish Dirk hadn't brought that onto the submarine.
Why?
Feels like it breaks some unspoken rule, having contact with the outside world.
Is that a fucking slide whistle in the background music? It is, I just noticed it too.
You know, I think I'd make a pretty good action figure. Maybe a bath toy with little legs that kick when you wind me up.
I'd buy it.
That does sound like a merch idea.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
You sure?
Never seen it before. What?
Nothing.
Okay. It's all from her.
Looks like a jellyfish.
It's 2 glass bowls and some seashells.
Right. But what does it look like?
Jellyfish.
Sally, how do you feel about swimming?
Nope, not happening.
Ooh. Oh, is that a chest?
It's a treasure chest. We can't reach it while it's underwater.
What a tease.
Is that all I can see?
It's the airlock hole.
Okay.
It's the airlock
Oops,
hole.
oops. Barely missed the X button.
That's a big mirror.
It's the kind of mirror you'd walk through to get to Mirror World.
You've been to Mirror World? What's it like?
On reflection, it's not that great.
Oh my gosh.
It's a diving helmet. One of those old, heavy ones.
You think it's a safe?
Nah, looks pretty dangerous.
A safe.
Oh,
Oh, man, I keep clicking on stuff not expecting it to be anything. And this is a whole puzzle. Drag the diving helmet to rotate it. Tap on the dials to rotate them. Wow, they're all connected in some manner, but... What order am I going in? Guessing it's a circuit puzzle. Okay. What does that mean though? What do these symbols mean and how do I know which one to match up with? Oh, like, I see. The two ends, either end of the pipe has to match? That kind of circuit puzzle? The same shapes have to lead to the same shapes. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can do that then. That one's a diamond. This will be so funny if I get it on the first try. Nope, that's not it. There's no circle on that one. Where does this lead to? That side, okay. Using 2% of your brain power for this? I think this is just trial and error. Well, so this dial doesn't have any teardrop shapes, so we know it's probably this way. That's super specific. Okay. So that's the plus. This is the diamond going this way. Unless this is the teardrop. But what if the square fits inside the circle hole? Of course, Eggy would be the one to bring up that joke. Okay. Oops, missed it. Triangle. And that one doesn't have a dark triangle on this one. Shit. Okay. So if this were to be the teardrop, that's the dark triangle. Circle. Plus, that's the empty triangle. And then diamond. Oops. I keep forgetting which way this turns. And then let's see. Is that it?
that's the one.
Alright, cool. Yay! Process of elimination.
Good job.
What's inside?
I love how we're just opening someone's safe in front of them. Right before their eyes. Someone gotta make a puzzle tier list for this? Oh, that'd be fun. I don't know if I'll be the one to do it, but... Pocketbook. Shake? Shut. A rugged, bloodstained pocketbook. It was hidden in the airlock. Bloodstained. Oh, yeah. Nope, it does look like a MM or a WW, depending on which way you see it. Oh, this has a lock too, huh? Okay. What's the point in shaking it though? Whose blood? Lick it. No, we're not that kind of scientists. So we have to figure out this code. Interesting. Oh, it's a box. Oh, so it looks like a pocketbook, but it's actually a box? It's not a book, it's a container. Okay. You have a point. Yeah, that must be why it's shakeable and it makes some kind of rattling sound. Why does the notebook sound wet still? Maybe it's soaked up the blood, I don't know.
Old glass bottles.
Looks like they've all been salvaged from the ocean.
Hey, this one has a message inside.
Oh my gosh, every time I'm like, there's nothing in this. There's so many random things. I'm at 30% collection for the evidence. Are these all important? Do they all tie into the mystery? This is so much information. A glass bottle messily sealed with wax. A sheet of paper is rolled up inside. Curse in the cauldron. Thought they were gonna open up the bottle. Cauldron curse. Yeah, I read cauldron curse for a second. Or curse cauldron. Witch! Stop with the witch. Enough with the witch theory. A small room within the bowels of the ship. His lifeless body lies in the shadow of an ancient stone cauldron. Well, this sounds familiar, doesn't it? The cauldron's heavy iron lid has never been unlocked. It has never been opened. For all his strength, he ultimately proved powerless against the lure of the unknown. On this morning, the cauldron has been unlocked. On this morning, it is wide open. Oh. Oh, that's the... Whoops. I didn't know I could turn pages with the bumpers. That's the room. That's the layout of the room. Body, open cauldron with the window and the door. If not witch, then why witch-shaped stuff? Oh, you ridiculous. A prediction? I mean, it comes off that way, but what is this from? Sheet of paper. It looks like an excerpt of a story, like a short story. Because, you know, sometimes novels have pictures for visual reference. Oh.
It's a collection of small mirrors.
You know, it might be fun to start a mirror collection.
The diagram looks like a tarot card-esque. The diagram, you know, yeah, kind of. Like the Hanged Man. What if an alien fits within the witch-shaped hold? Alright. We only describe the demon's language as alien, not the demon itself.
I could really see myself doing that.
Okay, that delivery was good.
It's a ladder. It doesn't go anywhere, though.
I imagine it's for lowering into the hole so you can climb down.
Oh.
Or, you know, you could use it to display your collection of rusty jewelry.
It's a curved piece of wood.
Looks like it's from the hull of a ship.
Okay. I think that's really it. Oh, we're getting some juicy information, aren't we? I do not agree with a mirror collection being fun. Why is that? Do you not like mirror fun houses and stuff? I wonder if Mr. Grip is in here. Engine room. I don't... Oh, yep.
Hello? Is anyone there?
I think there's someone in that basket.
Oh my gosh. The animation already is great. Oh, this is a joy. This is delightful. You and Bloody Mary don't get along. Oh, really? I never believed in that myth, but I also have never seen any movies with that one. The voice.
Ah, customers, come in, and welcome to Mr. Grip's Emporium.
Oh, this is so CP coded. Oh my god. I didn't think I'd like this guy. I was so wrong. Yeah. This is so CB filled. Oh man, I need to collect myself. Okay, ready?
Wait, what?
I guess he's Mr. Grip.
What's that? You'd like a succinct yet exhaustive rundown of our operational philosophy?
I'm sorry. His staff does have a little face, it's so cute, and a little hat to match, but like, The way he talks sounds just like when CB's making fun of some kind of like English gentleman. What's this here? Yes. Hey, yo, Mr. Grips. Mr. Grip. There's no S on it. Oh my god.
I don't think I said that.
Here at Mr. Grips, we plot the unplottable, chart the unchartable, and measure the unmeasurable. No sea too vast, no night too dark, no fog too thick. With the right contraption in your pocket, even the great unknown may be quantified and calculated. So fret not, noble navigator, as we stock all the essentials.
What is this? He's my best friend now. Yo, this is so CP. Very different than what I thought he would. I know, same. Oh my gosh, what is this button? His animation is so great. You missed it. I'll give you another try. I'll hold off on the button. Oh my god. Mr. Grip is great. Oh, I forgot. I randomized the mustache, so you can't aim it. My bad. That was part of a little bit back when Tsuki used to tune in. I can change that though. There's really no need to make that a randomized sticker. I'll fix that later. Is this the game? Oh! Ah, jeez! Don't spray Mr. Grip. Oh my gosh, do you see this? I can't exit the shop! The button avoids me. Oh my god, okay. I hate this. I love this. I hate and love this. Why is this $0? Are you dead?
Grimoire, you don't have any money?
I don't have any gold coins, no.
Oh my gosh. What is this? Compass, map, spyglass, sextant, chronometer, and chart. Compass. I think we need this though. That is a good look for him when he slides into position. I think we need that though. Isn't that the compass that Cynthia was trying to get repaired?
I'm sorry, you can't afford this item.
I want it.
I do want it though.
I'm afraid you don't have enough money.
I know. I'm not trying to buy anything.
Do I have to clock in on everything? I can't click Mr. Grip himself. Okay.
Apologies, you can't afford that one.
Ugh.
Mr. Grip, we're not customers. We're detectives. We need to talk to you.
Oh.
Why didn't you say so?
That
What has
was
he
so
wanted?
scary. Oh my gosh.
Can I get your full name?
Godric Grip of Mr. Grip's Emporium.
And that's this little shop you run down here in the engine room, for some reason.
This is merely the newest branch. The flagship site is back in Silkworm-on-Sea.
Can't believe he's broke shaming us. He's just, you know, pointing out the obvious.
Yeah, we saw it. It's all boarded up.
Yes, well, I can't make a living selling compasses to the ghosts in a ghost town, can I?
So that's what you do? Sell compasses? Seems kind of niche.
We buy, sell, and service all manner of nautical navigation equipment.
Pause it at a great time. You'd broke shame yourself if you were a different person. I'd broke shame myself in any case.
What's that? Ah, yes, we also provide cartographic consultation. We'll analyze and decipher any map, all for a low, low fee.
Ah.
Some maps may be invalid. Fee to be decided on a case-by-case basis.
Sorry, did you just talk to your stick?
You mean Cornelius Kane?
And he's given it a name. Great.
Don't ask any follow-up questions. Maybe he'll let us move on.
The sound effect of the blinking stop. CB. His name is Cornelius Kane. Second fave now. Okay. Yeah, this is delightful. Oh my god, I'm dying. Okay.
How'd you wind up here?
I crashed my hot air balloon into the ocean. Whole thing came down. Dreadful. And of course, I've never been a swimmer, don't have the upper body strength.
How'd you crash your balloon?
A rather spirited disagreement with a flock of migratory pelicans led to an abrupt...
Sure, okay. And the actual reason?
This music, oh, I'm telling you, each character theme is so good. On point. Who cares about the murder? I just want to hang with Grip from now on. Yeah. Engine room suddenly seems really cozy. More mentions of upper body strength. Oh, Grip? I guess so.
Storm.
There we go.
Wait, so you're an aeronaut? I thought you were a shopkeeper.
Yes, well, you're quite right, of course. But I've been inspired to leave my shop behind and head out on a journey of discovery into the great unknown. That was the plan, at least. As you can see, I didn't make it very far at all.
So there's a storm, the balloon crashes, you fall into the ocean, then what?
Enter Captain Mortuga. He finds me adrift, fishes me out of the water, and promptly places me here.
In the engine room? Was every other room taken?
On the contrary, only Mortuga and Zephyr were living here when I arrived, so I rather had the run of the place. Cornelius and I just agreed this would be the best place to set up shop, as it were.
Why did you set up your shop again? You just said you'd been inspired to leave it behind.
I had to make myself useful somehow, didn't I?
That sounds just like what Sim said, though. She was like, if I cannot find any use, I shall be found useless. Like, they're afraid of becoming worthless to the crew, to Mortuga. Man, there is not a single thought behind those eyes on Mr. Grip, let me tell you.
Let's see. I'd taken Cornelius up to the mess hall. Poor fellow needed a little repair work, you see.
Were you alone up there? Aside from Cornelius, I mean.
No, Werman was there, working away on his typewriter. Then, all of a sudden, somebody new came down the ladder. A woman by the name of Mariana Moon. Werman and I conversed with her for a few minutes before Mortuga himself entered the room. He passed through towards the child's room and the storeroom, but before he left, he asked us to provide Mariana with a tour of the submarine.
Oops. I really wish those animations would play out once, even if I press the pause button. What if this is like the first Layton game and everyone on the sub is a robot except for Cynthia? Oh, spoilers! Jeez. That seems pretty unlikely, but that'd be insane. The guilt of being useless, a classic therapist combo. Everybody on this ship needs a therapist, it seems.
Werman feigned a sudden fatigue and slithered off back to his room, leaving me as the solitary tour guide.
Oops, I didn't know I could hit the R button for that.
You do kinda look like a tour guide, to be honest.
The game is 20 years old, hush. But still.
Yes, well, I won't bore you with a blow-by-blow. I'm sure Mariana will cover that in her statement. Suffice it to say, we ended up in the bilge at the very back of the submarine. And there we were, standing in the dark, when all of a sudden, a voice echoed down from above.
Mortuga's voice?
No, a young woman's, possibly two different women. The voices were followed by the sound of a blade, and finally a dull thud, like something hitting the ground.
Sounds like a murder to me.
What did Mariana make of all this?
Well, apparently satisfied by our impromptu eavesdropping session, she made her farewells and left.
You didn't go with her?
No, I stayed a little longer.
Did you hear any other weird noises?
I did. First, the sound of the storeroom door wrenching open and then closing again. Secondly, some kind of short, heavy scrape, mechanical. And finally, a dull thud, like something hitting the ground.
Sorry, again?
How many murders were there?
I didn't really know what to do with myself after that, but an unexpected lurch of the submarine caused me to very nearly topple over into the bilge water. So I decided to take my leave and return to the safety of my engine room.
You didn't want to go upstairs and see what was going on?
I certainly thought about it. Ultimately, I think it came down to cowardice on my part.
You didn't want to run into the murderer.
So, let's see. I was sat there, feeling rather pathetic, when Cynthia appeared in my doorway.
What did she want?
Well, she had a compass she wanted me to fix. I agreed to take a look at it for her. But that wasn't the end of it. She then told me she'd been asked to bring me upstairs, along with everyone else. And so, after fetching Mariana from next door, the three of us went up to the storeroom. I saw Mortuga's body laying on the floor, saw the cut across his neck. The cowardice I'd felt before, compounded. Tadpole spoke to the room. She wanted a confession, or even just an explanation. It goes without saying that nobody was willing to offer one. Really, that's the end of it. After that, several things happened very quickly. Cynthia became captain, decided to bring in a detective. You two arrived, and here we are.
Nothing out of the ordinary on that account. He said he's good at maps. He's a cartographer.
Remarkable. There we are. Goody Liz, look. I told you all our hard work would put us on the map someday.
How come your logo is a hot air balloon? I thought you sold stuff for boats.
Officially, we deal in the nautical and aeronautical. But in truth, the blue motif was mostly just for fun. I'm not sure there were ever any aeronauts in Silkworm.
Oh, well. Maybe the blueprint? I thought there'd be more than that.
What's the deal with this blueprint? It's kind of a mess.
They say Mortuga bought an incomplete submarine and then paid for it to be completed. So it only makes sense that the blueprint's as ramshackle as the ship itself.
Where'd he buy it from?
How'd he pay for it?
One, the shipyard, I imagine. And two, I have no idea. He never seemed to have any money.
So what's the deal with this cauldron?
I've no idea.
Really? I figured you've been here a while. Surely Mortuga would have mentioned it.
He never did. Seems like he was keeping it secret.
From who?
From everyone.
Why would it need to be a secret?
Maybe he just wanted it all for himself. Yeah, whatever was in there, I mean.
It wasn't really Mortuga's modus operandi to be selfish like that. Quite honestly, it's more likely to be the exact opposite.
What, so keeping it secret was him being selfless, somehow?
Like if it was dangerous. He kept it hidden as a way of keeping you all safe.
This music is so delightful. Just giddy. What else can we ask?
Is that a sun?
Probably. Although it could be a wheel.
Oh yes, wheel tablets.
Okay, that was that.
We think Mortuga might have dropped this when he was killed.
You can think that all you like. Personally, I think it came from somewhere else.
If it wasn't dropped by Mortuga, perhaps it was dropped by the culprit?
Might have been neither.
You're suggesting this bottle made its own way into the crime scene?
Maybe.
Really curious on the eavesdropping combo, how he said there was a woman, maybe two. Right, Mariana said similar thing. There was a young girl, and then an older woman's voice. And so far, the only other older woman besides Mariana on this ship is Tadpole, so that kind of narrows things down a bit, doesn't it?
No bladed weapon of any kind was found in the room. Yes, I noticed that too.
The missing murder weapon. Classic.
Any idea where it might be, or what?
Not yet. Godric Grip's nautical and aeronautical precision measurement and navigation instruments. Great name.
I wasn't even paying attention to the heads on this paper. Hi, Sheep. Welcome in. You like the art in this for characters? I know, that's like the best part of this game. The animation is so tasteful and full of character. Oh my gosh. You missed it. I was losing it over the introduction of this character.
Shortly before the rebrand.
Why'd you decide to rebrand the shop?
You see, the news about the Silkworm Serpent put the town in a particular sort of mood. Interest in all things nautical adventure was on the rise, you know. They put up that statue, we get tourists even.
So you capitalized on the zeitgeist.
Look at you, using the vocabulary.
He's so unserious. This is CB in like 20 years, maybe.
Wonderful, isn't it? Cornelius thinks it might be his great-grandmother. For all I know, he may be right.
It belonged to Mortuga, I assume?
Yes, and to me it sits right alongside that iron bell in his office and that stone cauldron in the storeroom. Together, they form Mortuga's collection of inexplicably cursed-looking nautical artifacts.
Maybe they do form a set.
Iron Bell? Gonna have to look into that, maybe.
Yes. Can't really miss it, can you?
It's creeping me out, but I really want to know what it is.
I wouldn't lose sleep over it if I were you.
What do these people know that we don't? It's killing me.
Let's see here. Nope. Doesn't say it anywhere. No based on, no inspired by.
Inspired by what?
True events. But then again, I suppose it is largely imaginary and mostly guesswork. I'd imagine that gets him off the hook.
Oh. Well, that's unsettling, I know. There's so much unknown aspects to this game. We're not even halfway to getting all the clues right now. This is only 30%.
Where on earth did you find this?
It was just lying around. Do you know what it is?
Is his bouncing just a stim for him? Maybe? Is it not a stim for you? Just have a cane and bounce around like a little musical number? Get some good squats in that way.
What I do know is that it belonged to Mortuga.
But you don't know what it was actually for.
I couldn't say with any academic certainty.
It's only... It's gonna be now. Okay. You don't have a cane, though. Where's my Cornelius? No! Oh my god. What have I done? CB's... Hi, cheese. Welcome in. Yeah, we just met the most unserious and silly, whimsical character in this game. It's fantastic. And now this said character is inspiring CB to have a bit more lightheartedness in his life, good or bad.
Mortuga's log. Let's find the entry about me, shall we? Here it is, right after Zephyr's. Godric Grip rescued from hot air balloon accident. To refer to it as an accident, a merciful gesture indeed.
What else?
Cornelius tells me he spotted Miss Silkmoth drawing this while she was in the mess hall.
What's it a drawing of, exactly?
Let's have a look, shall we?
Oh, that's what it is. I was like, Cornelius reminds me of something. It's Plank. It's Plank from Ed, Edd and Eddy.
That's symmetry, I assume. And she's sitting on the cauldron, facing a window.
That's that. Okay.
I don't really deal in anything post-industrial revolution. Try Cynthia.
Oh?
Teenage girl, cell phone. Just seems like a natural fit, wouldn't you say?
Oh, that's true. I need to go back and talk to some people. We have a bunch of new stuff.
Yes, this was clearly made by someone who understands the value of iconography.
You mean the S emblems?
The whole thing?
Okay. I don't think there's much else.
What do you make of this?
A message in a bottle?
There's a little drawing, too. Some kind of symbol?
To me, it looks like a diagram.
Where did this bottle come from?
I'm pretty sure Tadpole fished it out of the ocean.
That's how she got all the stuff in her room, I think.
Well, that's a delightful little habit, isn't it?
Okay. Yeah, I don't think he has much else to offer.
Aha! This must be where Madame Tadpole got her stage name.
You think? She's not called Madame Mermaid Orb.
Two individuals in contention of the ownership, however, recent developments exposed. No, I don't like it.
Now, what's wrong with it?
The wording, it's too vague. It could be about anything.
Oh, somebody else said that. Wow. I think it was Jaswy last week. They were like, this is such a vague contract.
But if it's not about Cynthia and Mortuga, what would it be about?
I couldn't say, but I stand by it. There's a chance Cynthia's got the wrong end of the stick. Perhaps she oughtn't be captain after all. Hmm? Oh, sorry, Cornelius. He doesn't like it when I say wrong end of the stick.
Great bit. I also just realized that Cornelius's face changes. He has expressions. Oh my god, what is happening? What is this game? Is this real? Okay.
He lived and worked in the inn opposite my emporium. I'd see him when I offered my custom at the inn, and in return, he'd come by my shop. As a sailor, Mortuga shared in my interest of nautical navigation. He even hired me for a job once.
Did he tell you he was planning to go live on a submarine?
I don't think he told anybody. After his disappearance, all I had was several largely unsatisfactory rooms.
Cornelius is a sentient stick. It sure seems like it. Well,
They said he disappeared into the sea, whatever that was supposed to mean. The first time I laid eyes on his eponymous submarine was when it rescued me from my fallen balloon. I can't tell you how surprised I was to see Magnus Mortuga step out onto the foredeck, although he wasn't quite the same man I'd known before.
How do you mean?
The light in his eyes was dulled, like he wasn't really there.
And what had happened to him?
Well, I'd never found out, but you know, perhaps the rumors were true after all. Perhaps he had disappeared into the sea.
Okay.
Before this thrilling little jaunt on the Mortuga submarine, I'd lived in Silkworm all my life. I worked for my father and eventually inherited his business. Godman Grip's nautical and aeronautical precision measurement and navigation instruments.
Snappy title.
I eventually trimmed the name down to just Mr. Grip's Emporium.
Is there a dummy of Mortuga? Ooh. I don't think so. I don't see why there would be a need for that.
That was around the same time I hired young Cornelius here as a much-needed second pair of hands.
He's a stick. He does not have hands.
Yes, running that business was my whole life for many years. Slow, sometimes tedious work, but I was extremely good at it. I especially relished in the task of deciphering and restoring old maps. The more decrepit they were, the more I enjoyed it.
And now you live in the engine room of a submarine. Must be a big change.
Yes and no.
Oh, well, that was an abrupt end to that conversation.
Young Cynthia seems quite convinced that she should be the new captain in the wake of Mortuga's death.
Sounds like you don't agree.
Well, now, I didn't say that. It's just...
You don't think she's up to the task?
On the contrary, from what I've seen, Cynthia is a remarkably bright and capable young woman. So much so that I bemoan seeing her spend her best years hidden away down here in the dark.
Oh, it doesn't have to be permanent. She could be captain for a little while and then go do something else.
There's something tying the captains to this ship. I just can't prove it.
I never got the details out of either of them, so I can't confirm this. But I believe Werman was invited onto the submarine by Mortuga himself.
Really? Why?
It's very strange. I can't for the life of me imagine why Mortuga would bring a journalist on board.
Werman's an author, not a journalist.
Does the curse, I read cure. Does the curse pass on to the next captain? Maybe that's why Mortuga seemed to be training Tadpole for it. I mean, that's how a lot of curses work, doesn't it? Like, you curse a whole generation of something. But, yeah. I don't know, I'm just gathering my thoughts. But also, like, this account right now, Werman said that he got a letter from his publisher with instructions to go there. Well, he didn't say it. He had it stashed away in his typewriter, so... Did the publisher talk to Mortuga, maybe?
Well, he used to be a journalist. He wrote for the local newspaper. And I will say he doesn't seem to have lost the instinct to always be on the lookout for a story.
Okay.
I'm convinced Tadpole is just branding. Nobody names their child Tadpole. Come on.
Why would she need branding?
You're serious? She's all branding. The name, the look, the identity as a half-mermaid, it's all theatrics.
I just don't get why she'd need to have a fake identity like that.
No, she doesn't, not anymore. It's vestigial, I think, left over from some previous endeavor.
Weird, isn't it? Bringing your old branding with you onto the submarine. What would be the point?
Wow. It's very subtle, Grimoire. Moon's excited about something.
You know, there was something I noticed while giving Mariana a tour of the submarine. Soon after we entered the bilge, she whipped out her tobacco pipe with a strange kind of urgency.
Did she smoke it?
Well, she put it in her mouth, but she didn't light it. What's that, Cornelius? You've never seen her light it? Well, now you mention it.
Yeah, probably not a good idea to smoke inside a submarine anyway.
Yes, and Mariana seems like such a stickler for health and safety regulations.
Yes, I see. Oh, it's a microphone. A microphone? A pipe-shaped microphone? Like she's recording stuff? That would be some, like, James Bond kind of stuff. I like that thinking, though.
I will say, in the last day or so, the symmetry does seem particularly somber.
I was gonna say maybe there's like a hidden compartment on the pipe and there's like a letter inside. Eee, she's more techie than she lets on with the cell phone. That's true. That was kind of weird. She was like, oh, I'm not one for the synthetics. And then she's like, oh, this has great battery life. It's the MTV something model. I'm telling you, this is like, if this were a book, if this were a Benjamin Stevenson book, it'd be like, everybody on this submarine has a secret.
Because of Mortuga's death?
Yes, the problem seems to be that she considers herself a kind of catalyst.
Does she? Why?
Well, I believe she'd been working on some new project, and shortly before Mortuga died, Symmetry shared this project with him.
And
then he dies. It's probably just bad timing.
What kind of project was it?
I really have no idea. What's that? Oh, yes. Cornelius tells me he saw Symmetry drawing something while in the mess hall. A poster, apparently? I noticed Dirk seems to be trying to tell Werman what to write in his book.
Is he just trying to make sure Worman gets it done? Or is he trying to get him to write it in a certain way?
A little of both, I'd wager.
Maybe he's in league with Worman's publisher.
Dirk? That can't be right. If I recall correctly, he told me he worked for something called, oh yes, thank you, Cornelius. Wit and Whimsy, that was it. But I'm not sure what
It's a movie production company. It's owned by Vincent Van de Peer. He's a director and producer.
Well, someone's well informed.
Vincent once went location scouting in the swamp where I worked as a gift shop sales clerk.
Ah, of course.
Wow, okay.
Who does this belong to? Wilfred Winterbottom?
Who's that?
I just made him up.
Oh, then no.
Just like CB. William Worman?
Do you know how the wheel got damaged?
It looks in working order to me.
No, look. Some of the spokes are different. It looks like they broke off and got replaced.
You're quite right. Although it's not exactly at odds with the ship as a whole, is it?
Meaning?
Look around you. She's a ramshackle old thing. Sturdy, yes, even handsome in places, but undeniably a patchwork of sorts.
Okay, I didn't catch that. I thought it was broken too, but I guess it's like half wooden ship, half submarine wheel, huh?
That's the captain, is it? And her accessories are a compass and a map.
So?
So they made her the navigator and the captain. Typical navigator erasure.
some tea in the navigator fandom, it seems.
Werman's still attempting to wrestle his grand opus into existence, is he? I rather thought he'd be done by now. And on the back of this letter of code, it's detailing how and when and where to find them out in the submarine. This Ibis person claiming to have information on Mortuga.
You know who that is?
No, Mortuga never mentioned anyone by that name. Not to me, anyway.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
This is from a ship's sail.
I think so.
Did you sell sails in your shop?
No, ship parts like that fell within the remit of the Drummond shipyard a few doors down.
Okay.
I wonder if Mariana would let
Oh.
us take a closer look at that pipe of hers.
It can't hurt to ask.
Ooh, okay. Let me look around while he bobs around.
It's a big compass.
There we go. Oh, that is a wacky looking compass. A broken compass that's in the process of being fixed. It was on display in Grip's shop. Okay. Nothing to open or close. Swiss Army compass! That'd be so cool though. I can see that being in like some kind of spy movie. Alright.
Sail on now.
Can I buy something with my wages?
We don't get paid until we solve the mystery.
What if we don't solve it? Do I still get paid? Grimoire?
What are these cutouts anyways?
Who are these guys?
Just some of my satisfied customers.
Okay.
Is that the balloon part of a hot air balloon?
I think so. And it's branded with a logo. Mr. Grip's Emporium.
Man, Mr. Grip's hat really looks like a jellyfish when he moves like that.
A giant cog. Maybe I should touch it.
Grimoire, what did I tell you when we first met?
That if I ever get stuck in a giant cog, you wouldn't pull me out.
Smart cookie, Sally.
A selection of some of my more unusual compasses. Please peruse at your leisure.
Leisure. Peruse! It says peruse! Oh, it's a puzzle. Alright, drag the correct compass into each of the 4 slots. Oh, yep, the needles move. Okay. This compass tries to point away from all the others. This compass doesn't want to solve this puzzle right now. This compass is actually a clock in disguise. This compass tries to point at all the others. This is like those puzzles. It's like person A is telling a lie. Person B always tells the truth. You know, I'm so bad at those. The bottom left. I know this compass doesn't want to solve this puzzle right now. What does that mean? How do I know? Good old Grippy. Grips is great. Grip is great. Okay, surely we can figure out the clock, right? The clock wouldn't have a moving needle like this one. This one doesn't budge. I'm bad at logic puzzles. Yeah, I tend to be pretty confused with those. Okay. Alright, so the pink and the purple don't seem to move a smidgen. So it's either a clock or it doesn't want to solve the puzzle. Cheese loves logic puzzles. CB does too. I think my brain's just not wired to do those. Silvery's not good with those either. I don't know what it is. It's like, I guess it's really hard for me to keep the facts straight, and so I get confused pretty quickly. Pink is slowly rotating, is it? Oh. I guess it is. Okay, well, we can put that there. Maybe this one doesn't want to solve the puzzle. Not good at visualizing what they're describing. Ah, I see. I can see how that can be a struggle too. That too can't keep the facts straight, right? So much information. So one compass tries to point away from all the others, and the other compass tries to point at all the others. It seems like the green one wants to point at all of them. Oh, maybe not. Although the yellow one does seem to avoid all the compasses. I think this one is away. Oops. Green doesn't want to solve it right now because it's pointing at the clock. Oh. Is that what that means? I did wonder why it's only responding to the pink one. Ah. I can't tell if, like... I think the red one might be the one that wants to point to everything.
Nope.
No,
So
okay.
there's 4 slots, and each one needs a compass to go in it. The labels are all describing a particular compass, I guess.
Compass. Or compass, as CB tends to say. Compass, I think CB's right about the pink one being the clock. It is constantly rotating. Hard to tell with the wiggle. But... the little clink clinks are satisfying. I guess the yellow one isn't particularly pointing away. It really looks like the red one is pointing to everything. Don't know on the green one. Think the others were right. Okay. This red one does seem to point at everything, so... Oh, the blue one sort of points at them too. I feel like the purple one doesn't want to solve the puzzle because it's really not cooperating in any sort of manner. So which compass tries to point away from all the others? I really thought it was the yellow. Okay. Oh, CB has an idea? Sorry, there's like a delay on the chat on my end. The purple is pointing at the X in the top left. Oh! Oh my gosh. How did you notice that? That's so funny.
There we go.
Damn, CB.
Nice.
Excellent observation work.
That's something unlocked?
That's a fun one. That's a cute little puzzle.
Nope.
Yeah, it did. I heard it.
Nope!
Sounded like a box opening.
Pure conjecture.
Oh, this thing.
It's open.
What is that? Some kind of scroll.
That's hilarious. Yeah, that is pretty hilarious. It's like the impossible quiz, where the X button is the answers to some questions.
That is not for sale. Please don't touch it.
Too late. Sorry.
Ocean map. An old scroll hidden in the engine room. It unrolls to reveal a map. A red X is marked somewhere in the ocean. Oh. What the... Oh. Service record. That's the boy. Service record. Map coordinates. Approximately 2 miles from Silkworm Coast. Map interpreted by Godric Grip. For customer Magnus Mortuga. Cost is waived. Mr. Grip's Emporium, Silkworm on Sea. Okay. So, X is marked somewhere in the ocean. Interesting. So about 2 miles from Silkworm, there's a treasure chest that Mortuga was looking for? It can't be the one that we saw from Tadpole's room, can it? Okay. I think that's about it here. Oh, no.
Grip, can we take a look in the basket?
Yes.
Will you be getting out of the basket?
No.
A balloon basket. A basket for a hot air balloon. It was hanging in the center of the engine room. This is evidence? Oh! It has like a steering wheel in there. Mr. Grip's Emporium. Buy, sell, repair. Here at Mr. Grip's, we chart the unchartable, plot the unplottable, and measure the unmeasurable. With the right contraption in your pocket, even the gate unknown may be unquantified, maybe quantified and calculated. I don't know what this accent is. I can't emulate Mr. Grip, as it turns out. Open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Saturday. Cornelius looks a little different in that picture. Maybe he was younger back then? That's curious, though. Why would there be a broken steering wheel in here? Perhaps we should talk to him about it.
Okay, so you're not really an aeronaut, but you did own a hot air balloon for some reason?
For most of its life, it was just ornamental. We put it out the front of the shop as a billboard.
No wonder you crashed if you were trying to fly an ornamental billboard.
And after you crashed it, you brought it inside the submarine?
You'd rather I just let it sink into the ocean? Besides, it's useful. Anytime I want to reread our company mantra, it's printed right there.
And anytime you wanted to check your opening times, they're right there.
Am I right?
Oh look, there you are, with a cane, as ever.
Of course, Mr. Grip always has Cornelius Kane by his side.
But why? What's the point?
I don't know what to tell you. It's just my shtick.
Oh my god.
Okay.
How much for this one?
It's not for sale.
Oh, too rare? Too valuable?
It's from my personal collection. I really hadn't intended for you to see it.
Well, we did see it.
What's it a map to, anyway? What's at the red X?
Now that's the question, isn't it?
You don't know?
Unfortunately, not.
He could be lying.
What's with all the needles and cogs and stuff?
It looks like Grip's halfway through fixing it. That's what I figured, anyway.
Ah, thank heavens! That's what I was hoping for.
Sorry, what?
Perhaps I should explain. You see, Miss Seafoam came to me with a compass she needed fixing. I went to put the needle back on, but Cynthia stopped me. No, she said. The whole thing is broken. You'll have to take a look at the insides. You'll have to replace the needle. For some reason, she seemed to need it to be true.
She needed the compass to be broken.
I told her I had various spare needles I could try out as replacements, and here we are.
And you left it out so Cynthia would see it? So she'd think you were actually fixing it?
That's the idea, yes. So if you kindly put it back where you found it.
Okay. Cynthia trying to scramble the coordinates? I don't know. Well, that was a fun time. Thanks, Mr. Grip. Okay. Well, they said about Madame Tadpole, so let's do that real quick, and then I gotta decide when to wrap this up for today, even though I don't want to. Oh, here we go.
Do you want to look at my pipe?
If you don't mind.
By all means.
Oh. CB, right? It has like a speaker on the side, and a dial, and a play and stop button, fast forward, rewind. Oh my god.
Sally, despite what you may have read in popular detective fiction, this is no time to smoke a pipe.
I'm not gonna smoke it. I want to listen to it.
You... what?
It's a little tape player.
CB, it's a tape player. It's not quite a microphone, but oh my gosh. Wow, outstanding. Okay. So that means since Mariana was in the bilge with Grip, maybe the eavesdropped conversation is on that pipe. Can we There's gotta be a way to... Maybe we should talk to her about it. Confront her. Press play.
What do you think of the pipe? Fine craftsmanship, wouldn't you say?
Could meet the doctor and wrap it after. That's true. Maybe we should do that. Finally find out what he's up to.
It's not a pipe at all. It's a secret dictaphone.
That's not a secret.
You're clearly recording people without their permission.
So?
So it's immoral.
Well, if you're going to kick up a fuss, I'll just take it back, shall I?
No, hang on. It might be useful.
Aha! I knew it. Tut at me all you like, but you can't deny the value of hard evidence.
Shit. Okay. She won't press play. That's fine. Okay. Yes, I guess Dr. Zephyr is the only one missing? He's probably up here. I wonder what the room below Tadpole's room is. Well, this is a bit eerie and creepy, huh?
Hello, sir?
Two strangers, emissaries from the world above.
Yeah, hi. I'm Detective Grimoire, and this is Sally.
State your business, and speak only the truth.
Well, we're here on the request of the captain.
Impossible. The captain is dead. Unless you received a missive from beyond the veil.
It's the room full of water she passes through before going somewhere. Oh, right. There is a room. She mentioned that. Thank you. So at some point we get to go down there and check the chest.
I should have foreseen this, but now that I'm faced with it, it seems inevitable.
No, sorry. She meant the new captain. Captain Sifo.
Cynthia?
She's asked us to investigate the murder of Magnus Mortuga. We have to talk to all the suspects.
Speaking of, can I ask your name?
Zacharias Zephyr, the Dream Doctor.
A dream doctor? I don't think I've met one of those before.
That is correct. You have not. I alone hold the title.
Because you made it up?
That is correct.
Okay, I'm glad he's straightforward about that.
So, Dr. Zephyr, what does a dream doctor do exactly?
He studies the parapsychological qualities of dreams.
Parapsychological?
That's like psychics and telepathy and stuff, isn't it? How does that relate to dreams?
Dreams are transmissions comprised of spirit energy from another dimension.
Oh, sure. I mean, that's common knowledge.
What kind of other dimension?
Spirit energy originates in the spirit realm, of course.
Like the afterlife?
That is but one of many names.
So, have you made any kind of discoveries or breakthroughs?
Nothing I can meaningfully explain to you in your current state.
What about all this stuff in here? What does it all do?
Specialist instruments, most of them too complex or too subtle for you to comprehend.
I don't know. It mostly looks like a bunch of old junk.
It is an unrivaled collection of rare artifacts.
Alright, what's the rarest thing you've got?
My rarest items are not for the viewing public.
Okay, now I have to see what they are.
The pull of the unknown. I realized I should have lied and showed you something of middling rarity to throw you off the scent.
Lesson learned, huh?
Still not quite sure what he's up to. And if anything, he's so far the most witch-like.
How come there's a room like this in the submarine anyway?
When I arrived, it was but a simple infirmary. After I set up my equipment, we renamed it the Dream Chamber.
That explains
And how
the
long have you
captain's
been
log.
here?
I was the first person to be invited on board. I joined Magnus here shortly before the submarine's maiden voyage.
Witch doctor! He's a wizard.
So, presumably, you know why Mortuga became a submarine captain?
Why?
Yeah, like, where was he going? What was he doing?
He simply told me he'd acquired a submarine and would be living in it for an undisclosed amount of time.
That's all he told you? Yet surely there was more to it.
I don't doubt it. He was a man of secrets, every bit as much as I.
So when you started off, it was just the two of you. But now it's, what, 8 people?
We were 9 souls, now 8. I'm not counting either of you.
Yeah, I figured.
Why did Mortuga want so many people on the submarine?
Only a few of them were invited on board by Magnus like I was. The others, crossed paths with him merely by the winds of fortune.
Likely story.
The last dream before waking. A single phase. Non-lucid. Focus is soft but heavy. All is dark. The endless void. A low voice speaking a forbidden language. Emerging from the beshroudal of the night black sea. A face. Larger than I had known a face could be. I wake. The room is bathed in green light.
This is strange. Was he collecting people to see who he could pass off the title of captain to? Maybe? I don't know. And then in comes Cynthia with the Seafoam family heritage.
A green light? Like from the wooden boy?
Not dissimilar, but 1,000 times more potent. I leave my chambers, heading for the airlock in which I have some business. I meet Cynthia in the parlor as she emerges from the control room. I notice she is clutching the ship's compass. She also appears visibly upset. Like me, Cynthia's on her way to the lowest deck. She departs and I follow behind. I wait as Cynthia converses with Madame Tadpole at the base of the second ladder. Madame Tadpole ascends the ladder. She is moving with haste and purpose. She requests that I go immediately to the storeroom at the end of the corridor.
Did you go?
As soon as I'd concluded my business.
Which was?
Nothing of great import, merely something I needed to collect from the airlock.
So you went to the airlock, and then you went to the storeroom?
I did, right after I stopped off at my chambers. You understand I first needed to return certain items to their designated storage locations, after which I truly did do as Madame Tadpole had requested. I did ultimately regret my dallying. As it transpired, she had wished to inform me of Magnus Mortuga's death, and there his body lay, in the shadow of his stone cauldron, his blood pooling beneath him. A potent unease was already germinating amongst the group. Doubts were beginning to be sown, and fingers were beginning to point. Magnus Mortuga was a man of great will and great strength. It is hard, still, to accept that he has left us.
That was the first retelling that felt very serious. Okay, so I can only assume that he went to fetch the eyeball from the airlock.
That belonged to Magnus Mortuga, but I suppose it should pass along to Cynthia.
Cynthia doesn't get all of Mortuga's stuff just because she took over as captain, surely?
Of course not. However, I imagine at some point Cynthia may wish to unlock the captain's cabin.
She'd need a glass eyeball to do that?
Naturally. While it holds the pretense of being an eyeball, in truth, it is a key.
He was fetching his weird leather mask bag thing. Oh, right. That makes more sense. Tadpole did say it was stolen. The Mermaid Mask. So maybe if we look around in the room first, the mask will show up.
How did you meet Mortuga?
It was on my first visit to Silkworm many years ago. I was merely passing through, so I stayed at the inn where Magnus was working at the time.
So Mortuga was just an innkeeper at this point?
Not even. The innkeeper was a woman named Felicia Stonetop. Magnus merely worked under her charge. The two of them split their time between running the inn and running a small sailing ship.
Sounds like quite a nice life.
Okay.
So, Dr. Zephyr, I'm guessing you don't have an actual doctorate.
Correct. I walk not the path of formal academic recognition, not for lack of trying, you understand. 8 separate institutions turned me away, asserting that my ideas were, quote, incompatible with our modern world. They forget, of course, that the modern world is a fleeting and ever-changing thing. Indeed, all of history's greatest scientists battled with such short-sighted stubbornness.
So, you want to be one of history's greatest scientists, and fundamentally change how we view the world?
Is that so much to ask?
I mean, yeah, it might be.
So then how did you end up studying dreams?
It was the result of acquiring a particular specimen. It opened up new ways to study the subconscious mind.
A specimen? Like what? An animal?
Yeah, I'm picturing like a lizard floating in a jar of formaldehyde.
Something like that.
So, what are you working on now? Here in your dream chamber?
I'm studying subconscious spirit transmissions, analyzing their meaning, their intention.
Do you need to be in a submarine to do that?
Of course not. However, positioning myself here affords me other opportunities.
Like what?
The possibility of studying the most important specimen of all. If her transmission could be analyzed, interpreted, it would be an unparalleled discovery.
Her?
She is all that stirs in the minds of men that they shall never know. A being known only as the Mermaid.
A person?
I've told you all I know.
Then apparently you don't know much at all.
Correct.
God damn it. That was a lot of words for a whole lot of nothing. So maybe this thing in the painting is a mermaid?
I believe this to be a depiction of a being known as the Mermaid.
Okay, there it is.
However, I've nothing to compare it with, as it's the only depiction I know of.
It doesn't look much like a mermaid.
It doesn't look much like anything, really. Except for the fact it's got a face. At least, I think that's a face.
Stories alluding to such a being were the reason I traveled to Silkworm in the first place. However, I was disappointed to discover that nobody in town seemed to know what I was talking about. It seems to be a secret held by only a very select few.
What about this mermaid?
A photograph of a divine moon ritual. The man holds the orb aloft, and the being within is imbued with rays of mystic light, granting eternal moon wisdom.
Eternal moon wisdom, huh?
I have that. I skipped the ritual, though. I was just born with it.
Oh,
Impressive.
Also, I can shoot moon lasers out of my eyes.
Now you're just being ridiculous.
as Sally does often. There's so much to do. Maybe we can find some puzzles.
I'll just take a look in this cabinet.
Watch out for spiders.
Yeah, I don't think there are any spiders. We're on a submarine, remember?
I do seem to need constant reminding.
Tired?
I worry if I slept in that thing, I'd get transformed into a monster or something.
I worry that sleeping at a 45-degree angle would be bad for my back.
You are old.
What is...
It's a weird crystal orb,
It is the fog ball.
if you say so.
Okay. Well, it is moving. A strange glass ball found in the dream chamber. Something is swirling around inside of it. It's battery powered with a little wind-up key. Well, maybe it's tied. It's taped on the back. Okay. This looks like Mysterio's head, you know, from Marvel.
It's a weird glass bottle.
It
Another.
is the hex bottle.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew that.
Music box? Ooh. Ooh, I don't like that. The glass bottle with a strange object floating inside. It was found in the dream chamber. A subtle floral smell is gently emanating from within the bottle. Ew, it's like goopy and red. Shake it! Hold on! That lid is pretty. Okay. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. I hate that it's weirdly moving around. That's not all.
The cabinet's full of scrolls, but,
Can't think of an excuse not to read them.
they're too fragile, maybe?
Hell, just say they're blank. No one will know.
Prob's the glass bottle they saw him with before the murder. Oh. Yeah, you might be right.
Big glass bell jars with creepy things inside.
If I had a penny for every time we go somewhere and there's big glass bell jars with creepy things inside.
I'd have 2 pennies.
These books are kept behind glass.
I guess they're extra rare.
Or extra dangerous.
Oh, come on. There's gotta be one puzzle in here.
A set of small glass bottles.
Poison?
Might just be perfume.
I'll meet you in the middle at Poisoned Perfume.
Called it. There we go. Drag the bottle caps and swap them onto the correct droppers. Oh, another logic puzzle? The moon has a crimson hue upon the label. That could be either of these, I guess. Maybe this. The arrow is aerated with effervescence. The little bird's skull exhales a curious vapor. The sun drips fall with a hurried cadence. The hand, a glutinous viscosity. The eye, a conspicuous X upon the label. Okay, well, there's 3 X's. Where should we start? Oh yeah, we can see the characteristics. That one has some aerated quality. That one is a very hurried cadence if I've ever seen it. Okay, this is the glutinous one. That one also has a vapor. And that's also curated. Okay, so I think the... Okay, it seems the viscous one is here. I has a conspicuous X upon the label. But either one of these could be the eye or the arrow, I suppose. So this one... Oh man, where do I go from here? Crimson hue upon the label for the moon. Makes me think it might be this one? Oh, this one doesn't drip at all. Okay. Third from the left has to be the sun. It drips the fastest. You think so? There was another one that drips fast. Or so I thought. Okay. So if that's the case, maybe this is the aerated one. Well, that doesn't make sense because, well, actually... Yeah, because the eyeball has to go on one of the bottles with the X on it. Now moon has to be on the last one with the red label. This one? Like this? This one doesn't have a vapor to it though. Yes, okay, so then that leaves the eye over here. Effervescence means fizzy, right? So the arrow is probably the second from the right since that has a vapor and is bubbly. Oh, sorry, second from the right. I think that's more accurate than the moon being here. So then... Well, that's gotta be the sun. Something that would be like this. And then crimson hue? But that runs out of options because this is the glutinous one, this is the hurried one. And this... If this is the aerated with effervescence one. Which label has a red hue to it? Why doesn't this make sense? Yeah, what the... There's also like no hints on the bottles on either end. Curious. They don't seem to line up. Suns in my eye. Let's see what they all do first and foremost. Okay. Well, I think it's safe to say the middle two are correct. Or maybe the one on the far left, maybe aerated, doesn't necessarily mean vapor. I was starting to wonder that too, like... Just because there's no, like, fog coming out of it, doesn't mean it's not aerating. I'm pretty sure these two are correct. Agree with that, okay. So... aerated doesn't necessarily mean vapor, so then you're saying this is the arrow. That's the curious vapor. But that leaves the problem of where does the moon go? What crimson hue are they talking about? I think it's but also like there's no X for the eyeball one. Why doesn't this make sense? Is there a trick? Are these labels peelable? No. Okay. This is weird. Oh. Wait, this one isn't dripping anymore. Oh, there it goes. That was weird, huh? I'm confused. Also, the sun's in my eye. Wait, this can't be right because the bird and eye are interchangeable with this logic. The bird and the eye right here. Both are vapor and X. Exhales a curious vapor with a conspicuous X on the label. Yeah. They are indeed X with a curious vapor. I'm still stuck on the moon though. Why is it a crimson hue on the label? Like, it would have to be this, but there's no other bottle on either end that has a vapor to it. What is wrong? What is happening? Something missing? I'm not understanding something? I thought this was pretty straightforward. Correct droppers. Crimson hue, aerated with effervescence. None of the hints seem to apply to the bottle on the right, but one of them has to. Right. Yeah. That's what's really throwing me off. Like, the liquid and the label are not referred to any of these. And that's a really good point, actually. Yeah, this is like the one mystery bottle. So, is this one of those puzzles where, like, we have to deduce which cap doesn't fit and that one therefore has to be the rightmost one? Oh man. This might be more complicated than I thought. I thought it'd be a bit more straightforward. Well, it wouldn't be a puzzle otherwise. So... It's weird. I can't make the liquid drip sometimes. So, moon on the 5th from the left. 5th from the left? Here? Bird on the 2nd from the left. And eye on the far right. Some trick with the letter X. Well, let me try what you're saying. Moon on the 5th. Bird on the 2nd from the left. Eye on the far right. Like this? Some trick with the letter X. I mean... yeah, I'm like... unless they're talking about, like, the intersection of this infinity symbol, does that count as an X? That would be some shit if that were true. I don't know. Aerated with effervescence. That pissed me off. I know, I don't want to believe that that would be the case. This is weird. That wouldn't be conspicuous, though. The intersection? That's a great point. That is not necessarily a conspicuous X upon the label. These hints don't line up with the information presented to us. Why? Are you sure you can't spin the bottles or anything? I can't. I've been hoping the cursor would change shape or let me interact with something more, or the clues themselves, but no, that's it. I have the caps and the droppers they're attached to. Maybe we should try submitting once and then see if there's a hint from the detectives. So, can you leave the cap off? No, like, they don't stay away from it. Just like on the table? No. No, they're like magnetic to the droppers. Dang, yeah. Let's try this once.
No.
Okay.
6 bottles, each with a dropper and a cap on top of that dropper.
Well, that's all I got.
I guess each bottle has a specific cap that matches it.
Yeah, we knew that much, thanks. Okay, so like, we can agree these are set in place. It's just the other 4 that's causing problems. Curious vapor. Aerated with effervescence. But also the crimson hue upon the label. I was gonna say, there's no way this like whole surface of red is part of the label. Unless the hand doesn't say it's the most viscous. Yeah, but like glutinous? This is pretty glutinous. Like... yeah, like there's kind of little... Adam, I just work here. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Yeah, like this is... there's pretty little space for doubt that this is not the glutinous one. With that logic, the sun doesn't say the most hurried. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, why is this so tricky? What? What are we missing? Curious vapor. Like, currently this order makes the most sense to me, but apparently it's not right. So, what? Well, obviously, I forgot this has to be on an X.
I guess that's wrong.
Some of the clues reference things that aren't immediately visible.
Maybe just switch the bird and eye. The bird and the eye. Some of the clues reference things that aren't immediately visible.
So we might need to investigate the bottles a little more.
Yeah, we knew that.
That's not it.
Lifting the droppers allows you to see the drips, the vapors, and so on. From there, just keep swapping the caps until they're all in the right place.
I just want to check what aerated with effervescence means.
Bubbles.
Right, yeah, I knew that.
Okay, thanks. Shouldn't all perfumes have to exhale a vapor? From before? Oh. So like this. Moon. And bird swap now. I'm sorry, I'm I'm not sure what you're referring to anymore. So, not like this. CB's gonna burst into my desk space yelling at me. Okay. Aerated with effervescence. Like this, okay.
That's not it.
Lifting the droppers there, just keep bubbles.
Right.
Right, yeah, I
Right,
knew that.
right, okay. Huh, apparently it's not this. What? What more is there to do? Like, conspicuous X. Dang, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm not sure where to go from here. Conspicuous X on the label. Red crimson hue. This one doesn't make sense because it has no vapor. This is the moment where I curse like my modern day tendencies of just wanting to look up a walkthrough. I'm not even sure any walkthroughs exist this soon after launch, but this doesn't make sense. Why? There are only 2 bottles that exhale a curious vapor. But these bottles also apply to like 3 other caps. So and the X, like, not to mention the X. Okay. Maybe my assumption of the sun was wrong? I don't know. So, eyeball with a conspicuous X on the label. Hurried cadence. Yeah, because next to this one, this bottle is the second fastest. Not to tempt me, but there are walkthroughs just using DuckDuckGo. Okay, cool. People are pretty fast. Dang. I feel like we need to start from the most obvious ones, like the X. We got the viscous one. This has to be it. You think the 5th bottle drips at the same speed as the 2nd? Does it? It's frustrating because I can't make it drip to start with. I don't know why it's not dripping right now. Yeah, I can't make it drip on command somehow. I love that sound effect on the glutinous one. Guess not. Yeah. Gosh, what is... Like, where does... What X does the eyeball go on? And what crimson label does the moon go on? These 2 bottles could apply to, like, almost all of these. Great cadence. I didn't think I'd be this stumped on this puzzle. What am I missing? Conspicuous X. Curious vapor. This has to be the glutinous one. I'm gonna be so mad if the eyeball was in fact the infinity symbol. It has to be conspicuous though, right?
That's not it.
Lifting the droppers there.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, okay. God, I wish this game would like give indicators like this one's correct, this one's not correct. That'd be too easy. What is happening? I don't know. What am I missing? I don't want to look up an answer key because, like, the answer is supposedly right in front of my eyes. It's on these 6 pieces of paper. What the hell? Conspicuous X. Aerated with effervescence makes me think. Should you just look it up and give 2 ones? Silvery thinks something about this puzzle is broken. You're looking at the solution, it doesn't line up. No way. Are you serious? Do I need to check the game version? Did they fuck up? This doesn't make sense. Maybe back out and reset. Okay.
We'll come back later.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right. Like none of the combinations make sense.
A set of small glass bottles.
Poison?
Might just be perfume.
I'll meet you in the middle at...
Okay, so we have reset. This is what it's supposed to start with. Okay. Oh, no, the far right one is also dripping. Oh no. Was that the problem? Was that The thing we were missing this whole time? Shut up. No. That... Oh my fucking god. Is that seriously what was messing with us? There's no way. There's no way. Wait, glutinous. This is for sure the hand. That's so dumb. Come on, game. Yeah, like, really? Alright. Aerated with effervescence. You thought that was dripping quickly the first time you pulled out the dropper. I thought it would do the animation again. It just did a single drop every time afterwards. Oh my gosh. That's kind of dumb. I had to leave it up. I'm so mad. Okay, well... Anyways, maybe we can solve it now, right guys? Aerated with effervescence seems to be this one. And this is definitely the glutinous one. And then this has to have a conspicuous label, but we do need a vapor. It's solvable now? Okay. You believe in me? Oh, I'm not sure I do, but thanks. Okay, this seems to have a crimson label. I'm still gonna go with the X theory on this one.
No.
No, okay.
6 bottles.
I guess each bottle.
Yeah. Okay, not quite. I'm not gonna fucking touch this anymore. Okay, glutinous, viscosity, aerated with effervescence. Aerated makes me think vapor, right? And this also has a vapor. I feel like I need to write out a graph at this point. Okay, so which X does the eyeball fit onto? That's my current question. Grimoire said aerated with effervescence is just bubbles. Okay, so the aerated part doesn't have to be the fumes. So probably this way. Actually, aerated X, oops, with the label.
There we go.
Got it.
Nice.
That took way too long. Stupid graphics. Aerated just means that it was supplied with air, according to Merriam-Webster. Got it. Okay, too many adjectives going into that one. Sad screech. I'm not very satisfied with that one. God damn it.
Is anything going to happen?
I'm so sorry for the people watching the VOD and feeling I wasted 30 minutes of your time. Oh-ho.
The glass moved.
Let's take a closer look at that bookshelf.
There better be something good in here.
This one's not really a book.
Looks more like a magazine.
Was this worth it? Caretaker's journal? A small booklet found on the bookcase in the dream chamber. Well, that's a creepy looking face. Right? Oh! That looks like the mermaid's mask. Caretaker's Collective. We've seen that face. On the back, you mean? I thought so too. I can't quite put my finger on it. It's not that muscular guy, is it? In Sim's crystal ball. Oh, right, the uncle. That might be it. What does that mean though? Quarterly journal listings and inquiries with an E. Lillian's locket. Lillian Lucian was a witch. Oh my god, no! There's the witch! There's the witch! Oh my god, are you kidding me? With a capital W. Oh my god. We came for full circle. I can't speak, I'm so tired. CB, I win! No! I was right, god damn it. I can't believe Demon Mermaid Witch. I can't believe right at the end of this stream session we find the witch. Mention of a witch. No, I'm so mad. Was a witch of some infamy before her untimely end at the hands of a curse. Some say the locket protects from curses, others suggest it absorbs them, imbibing their power. Okay, you have your victory, CB. 9 ounces. Silver snake skull. The disembodied skull of the mysterious silkworm serpent. Notably, it has no eye sockets. Stop it with your wait. So mad. Use discretion as several high-quality fakes are in circulation. 17 ounces. Yeah, that's weird. No eye sockets? His golden palm. Made from an unknown material 90% similar to gold, with a capital G. The hand is said to be able to touch ghosts. 23 ounces. The mermaid's tongue is said to facilitate communication with she who lies beyond the veil. Requires a special key to operate. It's the eyeball! Both the key and the mermaid's tongue itself are rumored to be lost at sea. Name your price. Okay. Oh. Anything else?
Divine Exolinguistics by Mary Morala.
Okay. I see a face back there. I don't like it.
I think I can see a face in there.
That's probably just pareidolia.
Who?
The human habit of seeing faces where there aren't... Okay, no, I just saw it too.
You... Giving strange antiquities vibes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like that face right there.
A Ghost Rises Before Me by Joseph Jenkins.
I'm wondering if Mortuga was trying to collect all of these.
A dusty old cloth.
Okay, nice and simple.
The Magician of the Soul by Annabelle August.
I can't believe they actually titled all of these books, each of these books, instead of just saying like, dusty old books. They don't seem to have been read in some time.
It is speaking if you are listening.
But you found a witch though, Edwin. Stop. I didn't want to find a witch. But did you find a witch? Well, we found a mention of a witch. Lillian Lucian.
It's Zephyr's bookshelf.
Whoops. With the alliteration. Okay. Fess up, dude. What's with this thing?
What is this, anyway?
It is what it says it is, a quarterly journal of listings and inquiries.
I noticed the prices are listed as ounces, and that's gold, I'm pretty sure.
These numbers are merely a way to ascribe a universal value. Most transactions take the form of a trade, exchanging items of equivalent worth.
Oh wait, so are these things that people have and they want to sell? Or is it stuff people want to buy?
Both.
What about that last one? The mermaid's tongue.
Likely the most contentious item ever to be listed in the journal. Desperately coveted by those who believe, and disdained by those who don't.
Those who believe what?
That such a thing could even exist.
Okay.
Okay, I'll bite. What's a hex bottle?
It is a glass container with a hex inside.
A hex like a magic spell?
I've been forthcoming thus far. Unusually so for a man of my nature. However, certain things I shall be keeping to myself, especially if it has no bearing on your investigation.
What if we can prove it's got something to do with the murder? Or the crime scene?
Well then you'd have forced my hand, wouldn't you?
Guess we have to come back to that.
Where do you get this from?
It is on loan from Miss Silkmoth.
So it's for some kind of magic trick.
I thought it was a crystal ball, like a fortune teller would use.
Indeed, it is a divining orb of a sort. However, I am not using it to see into the future, for such a pursuit is naught but folly and nonsense.
Right, but I'm sure whatever you're using it for is totally rational and sensible.
Do not question the orb.
I'm always telling him that.
I thought he was gonna say, do not ponder the orb. Missed opportunity. Okay, it didn't occur to me, but so that's the ball that Symmetry used for the uncle trick.
This is where I first learned about Miss Silkmoth and her residence at the Fortuna Hall Theater.
This was after you'd started living in the submarine.
Correct.
So Mortuga had the newspaper on board with him.
Only this solitary page. Before we left port on the submarine.
Sorry, I meant to click on the vial.
Magnus asked a favor of me. He wished for me to venture into the Stone Top Inn, collect this cauldron, and bring it on board.
Why couldn't he do it himself? He'd have been strong enough, surely.
I'm not sure exactly. I was already preparing to bring a large amount of heavy equipment on board. I suppose Magnus considered it logical to fold the cauldron into that set.
Was it shut and locked?
Shut, locked, and covered with the sailcloth. Magnus never told me what he kept inside it, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, so the sailcloth was on the cauldron.
Dr. Zephyr, is this yours?
I don't immediately recognize it.
You sure? It really looks like something that had belonged to you.
Of course, I do concede that I have many similar bottles here in my dream chamber, so it's wholly possible that it originated in my collection.
Nice answer. Totally non-committal.
Okay. So much to learn in this game.
It really is fortuitous that Madame Tadpole found her way to the Mortuga submarine. Not only is she unusually well suited to living within the confines of the ocean, but she was also unusually compatible with Magnus Mortuga. As far as I know, the two formed a sincere friendship.
Huh. I wonder if she knows any of his secrets.
She may just. I'm to believe Tadpole had taken it upon herself to discover the source of Mortuga's internal anguish. In her words, she wished to understand him so that she could help him. It was in the course of this endeavor that she began scouring the ship for information. On one occasion, I entered the captain's cabin to speak with Magnus, but instead I discovered Tadpole quite alone, trawling through his bookshelf. I asked her what she was looking for. She said she didn't know.
Definitely need to check that room.
It is hypothesized that Miss Moon was embroiled in some form of deal with Magnus Mortuga.
What kind of deal?
What would she give him? Money?
His heart beat not for money and things.
What did it beat for?
People. Kinship.
So, Mariana gave him a person.
Maybe information about a person, or how to find a person.
Suspicious.
It is no mark against Cynthia's character. She is a sharp young woman and capable engineer. But I was wholly surprised to learn that she had become captain.
Did she never say she wanted to be captain?
On the contrary, I was aware she'd held such aspirations, initially. But I was under the impression that her campaign had ended in failure.
Meaning?
That Miss Seafoam had made her ambitions known to Magnus, but he had shut them down.
Okay.
I have a curious observation about Mr. Worman. Unfortunately, I haven't had the time to perform an analysis, let alone propose a hypothesis.
CB has a theory? What kind of theory? If it involves witches, I don't want to hear it. But what is your theory? I will entertain you. I feel like I'm starting to see connections between these people, and yet there's so many gaps. There's so many unanswered things. Nah, it's too long and convoluted to type out. Okay, you might know what's going on. Oh, okay. Master mystery solver CB over here. CB's done a better job at figuring out mysteries in like the murder mystery books we've read together, so well, maybe you can run those ideas by me after the stream. I'm gonna wrap up soon, hopefully.
That's okay. Just tell us anyway.
I observed that he did not seem at all saddened or sorrowed by the death of Magnus Mortuga.
You can't know that. Some people don't always show emotion on the surface.
Of course, quite true. However, Mr. Werman did display an emotion. Relief.
Relief?
Gazing upon the crime scene, much of the tension coiled up in Mr. Werman's body visibly dissipated, and thereafter he seemed energized, galvanized.
He just wanted a inspiration for his book, I bet.
I noticed Mr. Dansom was quite determined to hold conversation with Magnus.
Edwin's theory, aliens. Sea aliens. We already said aliens aren't. Sea alien witches? Goodness, Edwin. That's a new one I haven't heard. We did have a brief talk about aliens earlier today. What is happening?
What did Dirk want to talk to Mortuga about?
Going all
It
in,
was
fair
the
enough.
act of conversation itself he was after.
Go big or go home.
First-hand experience of Mortuga's mannerisms, affectations, and vocabulary. When I inquired as to why Mr. Dansom held fascination for such things, he said simply, research.
Dirk with his research?
He joined us about a week or so after we first left port. He caused problems almost immediately.
How come?
Godric made some kind of official request, but Magnus had denied it. Their disagreement was something to do with navigation. For my own sake, I stayed out of it. I first learned about Symmetry from a newspaper article detailing her residency at the Fortuna Hall Theater. On the surface, it was merely a review of a magic show, but I felt something behind it, something of great interest. To me, it spoke of someone with a close connection to the ethereal plane. Taking an excursion from the submarine, I attended the performance. Afterward, I requested an audience with Miss Silkmoth herself. And speaking with her for a scant few minutes, I learned two things. First, and most importantly, my instincts had been correct. She was indeed fascinated with the great unanswered questions of metaphysicality. She held a yearning to understand that which could not ordinarily be understood. A woman after my own heart.
What was the other thing? You said you learned two things.
That she was thoroughly unhappy with her lot at Fortuna Hall. The theater owner was a heartless woman who, among other indiscretions, did not compensate Symmetry for her work. But she had no family, nor any other connections. She had nowhere else to go.
So you invited her to come live on the submarine?
To put it simply,
Did she bring all her props and stuff with her?
everything she could carry.
Why? Was she gonna keep working as an illusionist on the submarine?
No, Miss Silkmoth would be working with me here in the Dream Chamber.
I notice she's not here anymore.
Her tenure with me has come to an end. She has moved on to pastures anew.
Okay. Well, now we know what that captain's log meant about Zephyr bringing in Symmetry. Man. There's still so much to uncover. We haven't even started looking at, like, the suspicion tabs for each character. Man. Yeah, 38%. And we have this much information. Oh my god, this is a lot to process. I hope this will all be relevant. Like, I just don't want any red herrings or useless props, you know. But anyways, I think that'll do it for now. We finally met the whole cast of characters. That was awesome. And yeah, so everybody's hiding a secret. Everybody's got something going on. We just gotta keep searching for clues and figuring out these impossible puzzles. And I met a stage magician, yes. I sure did. Grip is my homie. Yeah, no, CB was like... That was practically CB on screen as a character. That was so funny. And what is a stage magician but a witch in training? Mermaids, witches, demons. You name it, this game's got it apparently. Oh man. I'm so eager to find out more. Thanks for streaming. Oh no, thank you for tuning in. Even if some of the puzzles were acting up. This will definitely be a series stream for Saturdays. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, thank you for coming, Sylvia. I'm glad you made it this time. I hope it made some sense even if you didn't see the first half. Of course, the VOD is now on my YouTube channel for eternity, so check that out if you want. But otherwise, I don't think there's much to say. I'm not sure my Nightbot's been going off, but that's fine. CB, are you streaming tomorrow? Got any plans? I will be returning with my usual Monday streams, Persona 5, at the usual time. CB doesn't know yet. Maybes. Okay, great. Well, everybody can go follow CB if you're interested in more nautical murder mysteries. He's started a cool indie game called Return of the Obra Dinn. I mentioned it earlier. It's super unique. It's pretty gory, but yeah, very, very engaging. Obra Dinn every Friday, 4 p.m. PST. Obra Dinn is fan. Yeah, I'm impressed. I've never seen such a game, but it's very cool. And also features scary mermaids. They're mermaids? Oh, spoiler alert. We've only found the Kraken so far. That's cool though. So yeah, go follow CB if you want. He also is a fan of like roguelites, roguelikes, puzzle games in general. It's all themed. What is a Kraken but a big mermaid? Okay. That's funny. Well, anyways, that'll be it for today. I'm so curious. I gotta refrain from playing this game, but I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. Take care, stay cool, and stay healthy. I'll see y'all in the Discord and later, Monday, usual stream. Bye.